and that didn't go so well. So we decided to pay back. It's payback time, and we are lucky because we're actually attacking the main stronghold of the Red Force in the area, and we just got a shipment of harm missiles for F-18s. Isn't that convenient?
Shit.
We only have 4 Hornets left because you guys kind of lost them last time.
You bastards.
And another problem is they came through the Red Guys' mail somehow, so the Red Guys know we got them, so we can expect them to have prepared. Intel also suggests that you know the guy that killed 7 of us this morning?
Oh,
he's
fucking
Baron
von Richten in his not MiG-23, in his flanker.
Yeah, he's still out there somewhere, and they say he's still active, so that's nice. So, yes, the mission for tonight is to seed and strike Krasnodar Pashovsky. Alright, however that's pronounced, I'm sorry, I'm gonna rape that. So, there's a little image showing you some stuff. There's some vehicles parked conveniently for us to blow up, and there's some supplies that we can blow up. But I would say focus on destroying the air defense system in that area.
Yeah, roger that. So
and don't die. This like the bosses, the guys who have taken us in as consultant, they're really pissed about this morning. Don't lose any more of their plane.
Right.
The idea is to work together with situational awareness and communication.
Okay, before we kick off on the questions, guys, so a pack of smokes goes to the guy who takes out Baron von Richten in his flanker.
Please put a special skin on him or something.
Oh, that would be sick, wouldn't it?
Is he an AI, or is that a human player?
Yeah, no, he's an AI guy, and last time, the last mission, he took out 7 of us, one guy, until he was literally gunning us because he'd used all his missiles and it drove us nuts. And so we named him the Baron, and he's coming back today.
This was a night mission.
It was a night mission, so we did struggle, yeah.
If I remember rightly, last time it was an SA-10 defending this airbase.
Yeah, now, you said that they've ramped up. I'll start the questions, and then I'll pass it over to you guys. You said they've ramped up the air defense, but last time it was batshit crazy. SA-6s, S-300s, they were firing everything at us in our Harriers. How badly have they ramped it up, and what can we expect in air defense, and what can we expect in CAP QRA?
So, the ramp up is more like a ramp to the side, where they've like tweaked the configuration of the air defense. Mostly because they knew we were getting harms. And the planes, well, there's Baron, and I think there was one guy in the sick bay this morning that might not now be back on station.
Okay, right. Okay, we know roughly what we're facing then, guys. I'm going to start handing over to you guys for questions, and I'm going to start formulating a plan in my head.
Well, I'm guessing if they know we've got harms, there's lots of IR knocking around.
That's a good point. Can someone give me a 30-second briefing on what this harm can do? I haven't had a chance to follow it. What's its range? What does it take out?
Depends on altitude.
Yeah, it depends on your altitude and speed. For, I would say, probably 90% of the way most DCS pilots are going to use it, you probably want to be about 25 miles out. But if you're up high and going fast, you can probably squeeze maybe 40 miles out of it.
Jeez, what an OP. So it's better than a KH-58. That's ridiculous. Right, well, we shouldn't have any problems then, guys. We should be able to take down S-300s with it.
It gets shot down by S-300s, S-10s.
Oh, really? So they shoot the missiles down?
Yep.
Ooh, that's something to be careful of, guys. Okay. Well, my first basically, you all know the Caucasus by now. So Krasnodar's at the top right, and Napa's down kind of at the bottom left. So we're going to be going northeast to get there. And knowing Tebro, he's put all of the SAMs kind of in between that. So my first thing I'm going to want to do is either flank south or flank north around these SAMs rather than battering our way through them one by one. Is there any rules against that, Tebro?
Wait, hold on. Anapa is in the west with Krimsk, and then it's Krasnodar.
Yeah, I know. So we're going northeast to get to Krasnodar, aren't we?
Yep. Yeah, something like that. Almost.
No, exactly like that, Deborah. And so between Krasnodar and Anapa, you're going to put loads of SAMs in there, granted. So I'm saying, can I take my boys either south around those SAMs or north around those SAMs? Or do you want us to have to purposefully fly through the SAM field?
No, you can. This is your mission. You do the planning.
Wait, let's freaking do it, guys.
My gut says if we're going to try and go around, we're probably better off trying to go around to the north, because last time around, that's where all the hostiles were coming from, the southern end of things.
And you know he's put a couple of missile boats or something in the south. So we're going north. So we're going to take it from Anapa, meet up with our A-10s in Krimsk, wherever it is. Start heading north by kind of 50 miles, then head east and then kind of attack from the kind of from the north side of whatever we're at Krasnodar, to try and avoid all those S-300s. We'll probably still have to take some SAMs out along the way, and we'll obviously get attacked by Baron as well. But has anyone got any problems with that?
Enemy air cover from Krasnodar.
It will be coming from Krasnodar. Yeah, those Sugars will see us and come out to us.
Is there
shut down the runway, or do we just want to engage that primary target?
Can we do shutting down the runway as secondary? So if we've killed the target, then go for the runway. To be honest, I doubt we'll get the luxury of the choice of that. What did you want, Spud?
Are there waypoints set up already for the flights, or do we need to input our own?
Input or fly by eye.
Okay.
What we usually do.
Is our eye.
Yeah, what we usually do, just to make things easy for gaming, what I do is we'll put marks on the F10 map, and you can just follow them that way roughly. Or you can put waypoints to you. It's just for ease and get everyone going quickly, basically. Okay, guys.
Gotcha.
Now be very. I've got no real problems with you guys going in and shooting harms at stuff. That's pretty cool. Try not to get sucked too far off mission, though. You know, there's no point. I know everyone wants to use their harms, but don't be shooting stuff down south when we're going for a northern push. And when those flankers or whatever are going to come and attack us, don't let them suck you into those SAM systems. You know that's going to happen. They're going to turn around, they're going to suck you into the S-300, and we're going to die. So we've got to be conservative, we've got to chainsaw, we've got to suck them out to us, and let them burn their fuel coming to attack us, rather than us getting chased over the SAM field.
So we survive.
Right, is Crimps available for Harrier rearm and refuel?
Yeah, Krimsk is. There's some burning, but the runway is mostly intact.
So do we know who's cap?
Right.
It's all doing it harms, I'm guessing.
Well, we need a bucket load of cap, guys. Remember what happened last time? We had a full complement of cap, and we still got killed. So why don't we have Hammer, Diamond, whatever you want to call them, being all AMRAM'd up, but with some harms as well. Is that acceptable?
Well, what about having... What about having the Mirages be cap?
Well, yeah, they can, but there's no way they're going to beat off a bunch of, excuse the expression, a bunch of flankers.
Yeah,
Sure about that?
for missiles, you know.
Yeah, you need a fistful of AMRAMs to take a whole bunch of a squadron of flankers down.
Or we can just
for sure.
Tail will handle them.
Da, comrade, I will take care of them.
Yes.
What's the? I'm hitting resistance when I tell the Hornets to take air-to-air weapons. What is this resistance?
You
No
tried to play
resistance.
with
I'm just saying we should carry some harms as well as missiles,
Absolutely.
air-to-air missiles.
Absolutely.
But also the Mirages should also focus on air-to-air to help out the Hornets because they're going to have two jobs.
Roger that. So Mirages cap only. Hornets, mixture of cap and seed, please. That will make sense, doesn't it?
I have an idea for the Mirages to try and get over some of the flankers' advantages. Suggest maybe the Mirages might be able to follow in just behind the Hornets. Because the initial strike with them is they're going to be coming in hot and dropping missiles on everyone. How about we have the Hornets get the initial foxes on them so they can turn cold, and then once they've broken off their initial engagement before they try to follow in, have the Mirages fly up ahead and engage them directly.
Sounds ideal. That sounds exactly what Mirages are made for. My only pushback would be just don't push too far, obviously. Don't push into the ZAMs. That's the only thing.
Have the Mirage pilots, are you aware that there was a bug introduced today on the Mirage regarding something with the switches, and that there's a hot fix available?
Yep.
I do. Sulty?
Apparently that fix should get through integrity check.
Fix works. I've been playing around with it.
The fix was added, wasn't it? It was listed in the changelog.
Yeah, the fix works. I was literally just testing it about half an hour ago.
All right, sort this out afterwards, guys. Tell and Harrison, I mean, you're not tactically useful, so do you want to be wild cards to about Cap?
Yeah, let me say like this. Our main objective is to kill the Baron from Richthof.
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't get shot by Sams or do anything stupid.
Can I intervene?
Yes.
If you putting extra cap responsibility on the Hornets, then Jump Jet's gonna do a lot of seed, and Tiger should do Wild Weasel.
Yeah, that sounds good. So why don't you come with Saber then, Tigers, and Wild Weasel for us? Burn some of those missiles down.
Yeah, confirm that we should be on your frequency then.
Yep, so you can come on 130 with the big Harrier group.
Copy that.
Okay, do that. Harriers, so you guys just keep a couple of sidewinders, some fuel tanks, and it's fine. Saber, Harriers, we're doing a mixture of seed and bombing, if I've understood all this right. Or are we only doing... No, a mixture of seed and bombing. Have I got that right? Seed and... 122s and Mavericks.
We can easily combine Mavericks and sidearms on the flight.
Okay, that's fine. What time of day are we today, Tebro?
8 o'clock, I think it was. So it's just after the preview thing.
Okay, that's fine. So we've got visual on our side. Only thing is the Harriers, be conservative. A lot of you guys got shot down. Kind of. Well, I know it wasn't really your fault, but just be conservative with those SAMs. Don't get shot down by SAMs. So we'll take a mixture of 122s and Mavericks. We can do that. That's fine. Any further comments with the AV8s?
I recommend you take at least one AIM-9 just in case you get bounced.
Yeah, good idea. That sounds good.
I was actually going to do clusters.
Hi, Alpha. Hi, Reba.
Well, the thing is, we've got hogs that can take all of that. If we get those hogs in, they're going to kill that entire base.
Hello, Ali.
They're so good. By all means, we can have a backup, but not all of the Harriers, certainly with
I'm going to
just
get
one
killed.
or two, I'd say.
We're going in Vigans.
In fact, we've got a whole load of... I'm guessing Vigans are ground attack, is that right?
Oh, hang on. There's more Harriers.
Okay, so I won't tell you guys what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So we've got 5 planes to take out their air base. Basically, we've got Vigans and Warthogs are going to take out that base. We don't need any more than 7 planes to take out that base. So Warthogs and Vigans, extremely conservative. Do not go in there until we've killed all of the Su-27s and we've killed all of the relevant SAMs. Otherwise, we just don't want you in there basically at that point because you're just going to become targets and get shot. And Warthogs can't dodge missiles, so let's keep you right at the back basically.
One last question from me. Should we be monitoring the global 243 frequency?
Yeah, so everyone monitors guard. Try and keep it relatively clean. If someone gets jumped by flankers, that's where we use it. And I use it for just organising the mission generally.
Going in against
so do that. And then mainly you'll be in your flight frequencies. Right, so that all sounds pretty cool, guys. So, anyone unhappy about that?
I have a question.
Shoot.
So, should the Mirages just get a cap-only loadout?
Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
Definitely. I haven't got any other jobs for you.
Okay.
So what I'll do, guys, when we get in, I'll put a couple of points in, a couple of map points in, just to show a very rough route that we can do. We'll have the cap going ahead, obviously, but not too far ahead, because we don't want them to...
Very good of you.
Oh, is that the right thing to do? Do you want the cap about 20 or 30 miles ahead of everyone else? So that would sound about right to me.
I'm suicidal, so...
Are the Hornets carrier started?
No, the carrier group have to leave because they had to
Okay, that's fine. We'll do a Grim Reapers takeoff thing, guys. So everyone on the thing at the same time.
Shifty
Hornets in front.
Be the lead, but
I'll write an order on the sheet. So Hornets, followed by Mirages, followed by F5, followed by Vegan. No, Vegans are going to go after the AV8s, followed by Harrier. So we have a break. So Hornets and Mirages go up together. Then there's a break of 3 minutes so that we get 20 plus miles ahead. Then F5's Harriers go up
Progress is in
together.
Australia.
Then a break of 3 or
He's
4
11
minutes.
hours ahead of
Then
us.
Vegans and Hogs go up together. So there'll be another kind of 20
6
miles
o'clock
behind.
in the morning for
The
him.
Hogs are starting at Grimsk.
Sweet. What do you want to do, Hogs? Because you can't do anything until we've started taking down those SAMs and stuff, unless I've missed something.
Does someone want my Hornet space? I'm having trouble with my microphone again, so I'm going to jump in the Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, Hornet?
Yeah, I'm having a nightmare on my microphone, and it's going to be quite SRS intensive. So I'm going to jump in a Tiger. So it's easier.
Cap will do it. I'm not very good at seed anyway, so it's probably for the best. Okay, guys, So the Hogs, do you want to just take off and
how many guys we've got
relatively quickly and make your way to us?
God, blimey, loads
Kind of for the big
I don't
trek
know what the
north
stream's
now.
going to do. When we had this many the last time on person,
Drivers, talk with
the
your
stream
mouth.
started to lag a bit.
I'm just trying to think, buddy. I don't want to fly towards you because that's away from the target, and we're going to be slow anyway. So we'll just wait until most of you are up, and then we'll get up and sort of meet you up north.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you to do your own thing in that case then. If you wouldn't mind just taking off together, please, for visuals. Right. Big time sexy. Does anyone not know what the feck is going on, or I'm sure everyone?
I've got a question about the vegan. If I don't have the silly fix, is 135 programmed into the vegan's radio, or?
Actually, yeah, I actually set the presets for some of these planes.
Yes.
You can go manual.
Wait.
can do it manually.
135 should be one of them, and then H is guard. But
all you need is 135 anyway, and you can type that on the manual thing. Type the dash sign on the FR24 radio and type in the frequency manually, and you're all good to go.
Yeah, and then you get guard on the other one.
And guard, yeah.
Carriers, should we just combine our flights?
Transferring power to 25%.
I'm thinking, same frequency, but do a multi-vector attack, so not all coming in from the same angle, because there might be terrain blocking on some approaches.
You got another idea?
And yeah, Harriers, you will have 3 times F5s for your disposal to just get some radars on.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, if you can do some wide wheels for us, that'd be brilliant. And if you could keep our eye on our tails for those flankers, that would be even better.
Yep, absolutely. We will be staying on your frequency, so...
Okay, guys, we've got some momentum games. Let's push. I'm going to quickly go through the groups, then we're going to get the server up. Has the mission gone to Auntie? Or it should go to me first, because I need to...
Server's up.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, fine. I hope you've got the right settings, otherwise there ain't going to be no video. Let's quickly go through the groups. We've got what I call Hammer, which is the Hornet, Tebro, Spudknocker, Habit, Cap. Then we've got Viking, otherwise known as Buick, Tail, Harrison, Kingston in the Wild Weasels, Sabre. Wild Weasels don't get too far ahead of Harriers, because you'll be pointless if you're too far ahead.
Track file
Sabre, Cypher, Mad Eyes Gumbo, and phase 2 of that is Dakota, Whistler, Johnstone, Pogratz, Static, Dagger is Lonely Trash and Atomic at Pig. Nice.
Right,
Shifting Seethought. And Hunter.
Password.
Aloe, Shadow, Slide. Big old group today. It's quite sexy. Right, everyone knows where they've got to be on the runway. Get there, get into your radio freaks, and I'll see you in there once we've got the password. And regards, Cap.
Cap, what is this special setting you want?
Well, basically, here's the thing. So when you do make a mission, yeah, it goes through to Auntie, and then Auntie hosts it on the server, and that mission then would have basically stored and taken all of your private settings from your computer. And because you're not me, you'll have all kinds of weird settings like no spectator views and stuff like that. And that will transfer all the way.
I actually set all the mission settings. So external views is on, F10 is to allies only.
Yeah.
Easy comms is off, and some real-time bomb damage thing was also off. And all of the game modes are.
Okay, I'll let
all
you
you
off.
need to do is open your mission editor, and then open the track file in the mission editor, change your settings, and save it back as a track file with a different name.
I've done that.
There's a pull down in the mission editor to load a track or a Miz. Don't change the file, but just use the pull down.
I've done this before, but I don't know if you've noticed about 50% of them just crash when you try and save them. That's the problem. Anyway, let's not hold everyone up talking about it. Let's get going, guys.
Not had that problem.
Girls.
Yes. Shifty and Auntie.
Right.
Ooh. Nice. Nice.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
That's what you get, Shifty.
Hey, girl. Friday nights, come and see me.
Lols.
Hoggit is now waiting for us.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's gonna be waiting, all right.
Okay. Right, let's cock this one up. We need a good mission, good campaign mission. Let's do it good, yo. Especially the cap guys. Cap guys, you.
That's why it's not working. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Bring it. Oh, cool.
It's fine. This is the first Tebro mission for them, so.
What's this to me every time?
By the way, Kingston Communications, will you be listening in on SRS? And yeah, I can talk you through on PvP.
Yeah. Basically, I can transmit on Discord and I can listen on SRS, no problem. I just can't.
By the way, I have a possible solution for you. Do you have a pair of iPhone headphones or so? The old wire ones.
No, because I'm a peasant.
Okay, yeah, but because yeah, otherwise you could have just connected them and just gotten the microphone from that one.
There's always something.
Oh yeah, I've actually got a full-on headset plugged into my computer, and it's just not recognising it. It's just being an asshole. So I need to fix it at some point because it was working, and now it just isn't.
It's been a
Kingston is a very unhappy person.
We still want you. We still want your presence with us, Kingston.
Select none.
No homo.
No homo.
It's no homo. I don't want to be here.
That's the one.
Lols.
I just wanted to
We need more gays. More gays and more lesbians is what we friggin' need, man.
It's such a better cap.
Open up again.
I bet you've got a shirt that says "Roll me in chocolate and throw me to the lesbians."
Maybe.
That's better.
Gotta get dark when flying with us.
That works.
Oh, it's foggy.
And welcome to the Grim Reapers spot.
18. Woohoo! Let's get on with this. We're gonna
Okay.
Is the password up?
Yeah, it's all there. You're slacking. Don't be a slacker. Get to the runway in your order. I'm going off comms now. I'll see you back in there.
I am Zorro. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're gonna have
My
some fun here
throttle has
tonight.
decided to stop working. This is really weird.
Oh,
That's kind of problematic, isn't it?
That's the problems I usually have.
Only if you want to go forwards.
Anyway, Kingston, let's jump down into PvP.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, that's fine. Harrison, if you want to join us.
Alright, I'm gonna close DCS and see what we can figure out here.
Uh-oh. Is that the black screen everybody's on about? Who am I with? I'm not with those guys. Am I? Am I with those guys? Oh, I'm not with those guys. I must be with these guys. Watching all 3 GR streams. Bloody hell, spells. Yeah, because Cap's PC can't handle the mission and the streaming at the minute. He's got software problems. Apparently. We're going to love this. This is going to be great. Nose wheel on. All switches in.
Roger, that's why I've loaded.
Right. What am I going to take? I don't know. What's everybody else taking? I want to go with bombs. I want to do a runway strike. And actually, today what's going on here?
Tally fucking ho, big boy! Let's go! Preparing for launch, governor!
Oh, hang on. I've got this back now. Why should I have that come back? Oh, this is not fun.
Alright, it seems to be working now.
When is that starting?
Are we going to go for those vehicles on that apron?
We've just had a bloody update, haven't we? Oh no! Don't say I'm not able to use voice attack.
Roger.
Oh, that's not going to be fun. The update's screwed up bloody voice attack Viacom Pro.
Game music packs.
I might have to switch off Viacom Pro until there's an update. God. Let's check. Let's see what this does. Well, we'll see. No, it's back up again. Look, keeps bringing up the menus. Slight load out. No, it's not gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch it off. Oh, what a shame! Bloody updates, always killing things.
Alright, my throttle seems to be working, so I'm on my way back now.
Copy that. We'll start taxiing to the runway now.
I don't know why it's doing that, but the updates break this every bloody time.
Anyone having SRS problems?
No.
No?
Nobody can hear me apparently. I'm chatting away, but 2430130.
I haven't heard anything from you on 243, and check your settings that you have the right microphone.
How can I help?
130.
Dealer's choice.
At least 2 Harriers, Dakota, at least take a pair of sidewinders.
I am going to have to kill the Viacom Pro. I'll have to get rid of it.
It's probably worth setting a waypoint over the target area for yourself.
130, radio change.
I'm going to lose all my Viacom Pro.
Checking in 130. Copy my address 130.
Oh, bloody pain in the backside.
130, radio change again, I had bad volume.
Update screwed me completely.
Fine,
that'll do.
Copy that, thank you.
I want that.
Roger.
And...
Garage, get back there, Spud.
No, they're not on. I know height. Sorry.
No,
I
Dakota
want
lead.
sidewinders.
Take a flight, taxi.
So I only get to put 12 bombs down the runway. Okay.
Request refueling.
Okay.
Request rearming. Copy. Are you all bringing fuel tanks?
Cut to cruise.
Oh, we don't need that.
Taxi.
Refueling complete.
We can refuel at Crimson as well, so...
Go to taxi. Auto. Oh, the switches have changed. Ooh, they're softer. Oh, they're interesting. They've changed. Bit of bingo fuel.
Cap, pig 1 and 2 ready, set for your go.
Roger, there's a good chance they're going to forget about you in all the angst, so let me know if you think I've forgotten about you.
Waypoint.
Roger.
No, I don't need waypoint. I was going to do Vigan waypoints, wasn't I? Let's move these a bit. Put these ones under here. Mind you, it's daylight, so we'll probably not need those. That one. That one.
Diamond safe, are you lining up for 0422?
Maybe I should go for a different one.
Copy, C4.
Hang on.
Okay, looks like we're going to go for Nilbone.
Yeah, roger.
Off-flight Diamond, on space.
That better? Should we go on that one? Copy. For that, then. What's these guys got? Oh, just one Maverick? One.
Refueling complete.
Just one Maverick? What's he's got? Maverick. Cluster bombs. Cluster bombs. They don't do very much in this game. Ooh, lots of cluster bombs. Maverick. Don't know what the other guys has got. Let's have a look at the...
got you 5x5 on 1-3. Rearming complete.
We're going to do a star, a static attack run, 50 feet off the deck, 500 knots, straight down the length of the runway.
Harriers, we just had a
Hi, Lord Beer, how you doing?
crash. You can wait up on the side until they're ready.
Wow. Nice to see you guys.
Copy that.
Beer, I need a beer. Come on, give me a beer, quick. Get me one of these little beers out.
Angels ready?
Just had 2 hours sleep. Been to the dentist. Ooh.
Harrier flight, for your information, F5's will have internal comms on
my teeth are in
Discord,
very
and
good condition from my
talk
age.
to me if you want
And I
something.
went, oh, that's cool. And she said, but I could be doing with an electric toothbrush instead of the manual toothbrush.
All units cap, all
and I went, all right.
if you look at the
And then she says, and I'm going to have to take 4 of your teeth out. And I went, what?
The first one is our
but you just said
initial,
I've got
our waypoint 1, basically.
She said, I'm going to take the broken ones out.
The second one is the attack waypoint, which we will attack from. So the second one,
problem is getting NHS dentists in this country these days.
From the north, hoping to get the less sound as possible. We will refer to these waypoints as 1 and 2, so I may need some people to hold at waypoint 1 or hold at waypoint 2. That's how we do it. Any questions?
Maybe I should put waypoint. I might add some waypoints. I should.
Cap, big flight. In that case, we will launch after you've launched the cap flight and start making our way to waypoint 1, because it will take us a while to get up there.
Harriers,
wait
aside
on the apron. We have mirages that need to get up first. Yeah, Roger. I'll wait till the cap's airborne and sort of park.
Yeah, I'll hold hard right under the taxi. They'll be able to pass no worries.
So, taxiing guys. Nozzles at 10, flaps at cruise. And so you don't burn your flaps. And then you adjust your speed by moving your nozzles down to 65 degrees for less thrust, and 45 degrees for a bit more thrust.
Some flights are now entering the active runway.
You can normally just leave your throttle at 29%, depending on your load, of course. And as you see, the witch's hat is pointing at the ground. That's where my nose points. It's because I'm heavy on the nose wheel, because I've got loads of bombs. So my nose wheel is well depressed.
Yeah,
so the witch's hat is below my flight director. Anyway, start putting these things on.
Yeah, we get to break the Harrier.
That's great. I love the way they
smoothly
rotate that now. That's quite cool.
Yep, we have a different.
Have they added the counter purchase page? That is the question.
Oh yeah, we have some technical problems with our flight. 2 out of 3 persons mic doesn't work, so... Okay guys, we're looking for the mirages. We're missing 2 mirages. Where are they?
Where's the countermeasures page?
Shadow just jumped in one, and Sly looks like he's
Okay, targets move up, but leave enough room that those mirages can get in. If they make it, I just get the feeling they're going to miss it.
Countermeasures page, no countermeasures page.
Copy that, Cap. Harriers, you can go straight up behind the F5s and snuggle up nicely. Make sure you sort your takeoff order out well, Harriers, because there's a lot of you. Don't want to see any crashes.
Yeah, well, don't take off
where's the fun in that?
3s.
I know.
Nova!
You've got to see the crashes to the landing.
I've lost my charge tank.
It's not the same without cap going off, for fuck's sake. Harris, as you come around this corner, watch out for the Vigans on the right-hand side.
Music packs.
Yep.
Got no chatter. What picture's gone? What picture's gone? Where? Where? Which pictures? What picture?
Nice to see that we have 3 RAF skins as well.
Stream. Oh, you'll have to refresh.
You have to go forward to there, 5's.
Initial slide?
My nose, I'm showing you that you're near the blue one, with the blue tail.
Cool, you made it.
Well, the colours are my old squadron, the badges, but the colours.
No worries.
Did they actually fly with the blue tail? I thought it would have been all grey.
No, a couple of them had blue tails. For my squadron did the air displays, so we just put blue tail on the 20 squadron colours. Not
F5's, can you shift up, please?
Yeah, copy that. I'm just solving some problems.
How mad this is. Oh, this is just Crocus.
We just need Mirages to just be able to just pass us by, so that's why we're keeping some space.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm streaming at 3.5 kilobits. I'd like to stream more, but...
Active right then, that needs to run fast.
The other day we had
We'll
terrible
our
problems on Persian Gulf.
after the Mirage.
It was taking them so much of my internet bandwidth to use.
Dakota's going to form to the back of the Harrier group.
It was really bad.
The Riddle Harrier is lead.
Are the Mirages coming? Because I can't see any.
Rear F5, move the bloody hell up. Wait a second, Cap, he has some technical difficulties. Harrier's just around, just taxi past him.
Oh.
There it is.
Bloody hell.
Where's the strength comment?
Yeah. Nova. I lost it again. Hey, Parrot.
Okay, Harrison, confirm you're joining. Just right.
Sure, yeah. Oh, they're not going to try and take off in bloody 3s again. That's stupid. I refuse to take off in 3s. In fact, I can't.
Yeah,
I'll
top
be the
left,
last person here. There's 8 of us.
Okay, roger that. Yep, Harrison. Left of your
Harris, you're
console.
supposed to be taking off in pairs.
You can see
3s.
1. Say again, static.
Harriers are supposed to take off in pairs, not in triples.
Hello.
Doesn't matter. Take off.
Especially with 8 of us.
There is just 8 of us.
Come on, Harris, squeeze up. Rear Harris.
Should we move forward a little bit?
We just lost F5. Yeah, I know he had some problems. It's his first time to just fly the F5, so yeah. Plus his head tracking stopped working and his mic, so it just became too messy.
Turn on the 6 seats if you hold down the nose wheel steering and have your nose wheel steering switched on. Shouldn't be putting Harriers on bloody centre lines.
Yeah, with this new engine update, this would be interesting.
Yeah. What new engine update?
Set bingo for you at 2.5, so then that you can definitely get back to cruise with that.
Always do. Right, nose wheel steering's off.
It bounces up and down a bit more.
Wow, 8% of fuel just from taxing.
Yeah, I'm adding more.
Yep, top it off. Request refueling.
Right, well,
request refueling. Copy.
I am making it just look more symmetrical.
Oh, you're there, Nova.
Yeah,
I was wondering. Right, okay, where are we? We're going here, aren't we? So I want to probably come in from. Let's make a waypoint.
Stand by. I've just got to do a few things for the video. There's a big app back that has got no gear. Just be aware of that. Shifty, can I take you off first?
I'll take that.
Yeah, you want. Stand by.
4, 4.
I'm in line with the 5 in front of me.
6, 3, 0, 3, 9.
Pick flight set.
0, 2, 4. And then the runway is. 4, 5.
Yes, all good. Okay, Hogs, your permission to go and meet us in the air.
Bloody hell.
Yes, Bud, you seem to still be listening here.
Harriers under our takeoff, please pause us because we are not certain of the direction. Yeah, we are supposed to cover you, so.
Or maybe not.
I was in such a hurry to get off the bloody runway. I want to put waypoints in. Shit.
Okay, I'm gun base refueled and fully ready.
I don't have any waypoints.
Dakota will take off and zoom a pattern left until we are routed to waypoint 1.
Roger that.
Yeah, my radar won't work.
Hi Bob, how you doing?
Your radar?
Hey, I've got a surprise for you guys as well.
Full power if you can.
Okay, all Napa flights cap.
Lost the
Reminder,
radio chatter,
Hornets and Mirages are going first. 2 minutes later, Harriers and F5s. 2 minutes later, the remainder. Okay, stand by.
Actually, I think there is a
Harrier
fix
flight
to that.
waypoint, stand by for information.
I think there's a fix that you can do. You can delete the Viacom Pro
Waypoint 1
app directory.
North 45 23 23. I say again, North 45 23 23. East 038 06 03. I say again, East 038 06 03.
Where are we going there?
Waypoint 2 is at North.
Oh, for God's sake.
45 2209. I say again, North 45 2209. East 038 5337. I say again, 038 5337. Final target is Krasnodar Pavetsky. Location at North 45 02 15. I say again, North 45 02 15. East 039 1148. I say again, East 03 1148.
Hello?
What's the frequency for
the Mirage flight?
150.
It's not. It's way off.
Harriers will be taken off where is that on the VU8 or the UHF?
Krasnodar 48 is over here.
150. Flaps auto, was that?
That's the end of the runway.
Auto. Take off in sequence. Mind your spacing, because if we've had an update to the engines, our planes might not perform as we're used to them.
I'm really heavy. I'm really heavy.
Yeah, I've got to take down at approximately 150 to punch off the ground. Stability +2 though.
I'm really heavy. I might have to use full for that.
Dakota lead to flight. Once I'm airborne, I throttle back to 85 to 80% of power. Since I'm on the lead of the formation, I'll throttle back to 5% of power.
Ship, copy that. Can you make an effort to meet up roughly with the boats in the back, please?
Roger, request rearming.
Copy. Cap, Sabre flight. Are the Harriers cleared to take off?
Yeah, I think you're good.
All Harriers check in, ready to go.
Refueling complete. 7-3.
Oh, we have Tigers in front of us.
Harrier flight so darn fast. Are we not just better off waiting for them at this waypoint?
Yeah, roger that, Shifty.
Okay, spool up.
I'm still topping off my bloody fuel.
Dakota's open.
Gonna have to move forward.
Wait for it because we got a lack. Brakes off in 3, 2, 1.
Rearming complete.
Alright, got rearming complete. That's good. I'm going to take off with full flaps. Yo, flaps up. Nozzles forward.
Okay, I'm going to climb to Angels 5 for the ferry.
I hate not climbing out with a
Turn left to waypoint.
rolling takeoff.
Saber lead, this is Dakota lead, we're just going to follow you in.
Can you let me know if you're going to drop your throttle?
Yeah, for God's sakes.
He's running at approximately 75 RPM. Harriers, what's your estimated cruise speed?
Say 400.
Firstly doing, yeah, once we get level. Good. Dakota flight leveling off at 79% of power.
Take me more than that to keep up. I've got.
And we'll make a general right turn and high to merge with, to get up with Saber flight. 2.
Oh.
Saber lead, level off at Angels 5.
Not at their throttles. You always go at the pace you're slowest. Oh, where are they going now? Come on, flight lead, tell me where you're going. Oh, I'm at 90% to try and keep up.
Okay, Saber lead set for the ferry. Harriers, you're looking so sexy here passing us. Ooh la la.
That's because we are sexy. Well, I am, anyway.
And we know it.
Yeah, that's excellent, because yeah, we will be now stalking you all the way over to target area.
Oh, she's never here when you need her. Over.
Right, Saber flight, fence in.
Eli, are you ready?
Hold your horses. I'm not quite
Dakota's in trail about
I'm looking for some pleasant music before we depart. Let's see here. Oh, good God. Rocket Man? Sung by William Shatner, whoever...
By the way, Harry Flight, what's your current speed?
Absolutely dreadful. Filed.
Current speed is 325, indicate.
Over. Guess
Over,
what?
thank you.
The Hornets have got Fox 5.
Fox 5? Well, that should get ready to flaming auntie. Laughing my arse off.
340.
You require me to laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Go for your warming going on. Okay, Harrier flights, I'm gonna increase our altitude on a gradual climb to Angels 10, fuel economy.
Change to 125. Repeat, 125.
Dakota following.
Oh, let's just put autopilot on, shall we?
Slow climb. Saber
all units, break.
Now,
Diamond flight, we have 2 times 29s above the big birds.
I've got nails, mid-29, 1 o'clock.
Hey, firm seeing it.
Spike, 29.
spiked by an SA-10.
I'm being spiked, SA-10.
I'm being spiked by an SA-10.
Yeah, okay. Turning left.
Spike 29 as well. Breaking off, going left.
Like that.
You don't know where they are.
Got a breaking left.
You can't just run away when you don't actually know where they are. Have we got fog of war on?
Diving down.
Oh, we're miles away from it. Crying out loud.
Hornets are engaging 29th.
Yeah, running away from that 29. I've got a 320 degrees at the minute.
They're all boy pussies, aren't they?
Harrier, so do you want X5s just each while we sell it and go weapons hots? Yeah, X5s try and do something about those contacts. Yeah, copy that, we are turning in. Ethan, follow me, weapons hots.
Yeah, you got Harry behind you, I'm following.
Right, I'd like to put in these waypoints then. That we had absolutely no time to put in whatsoever.
There is an 18 by the 29. Turning around to 180 degrees now.
Left or right? Left or right? For God's sakes. I'll go to the left.
Roger, qualify. We're going to start circling left about 5-degree turn.
Thank you. At last somebody replies.
Okay, 783, are we see the Vegans? Over waypoint 1?
Yep, carry on, doing that.
Hello, someone it's not taking out the bloody
Saber 5, 4.6 miles from waypoint 1.
72 is over waypoint 1, do a left-hand circuit, Angels 4.
Dakota flight is in a left-hand turn, trying to stay away from those MiGs, or Sukhois.
72 is RWR clean at waypoint 1.
Haven't had a chance to put waypoints in yet.
Johnson Spike, SA-10.
But they did say heading 180, so I'm going to go 180.
Spike MiG-29.
29 nail.
Turning right, 29.
Dakota flight turning 27 to evade. Gonna pump up the speed a bit.
My left wing. Right, let's put some waypoints in, shall we? So...
At 29, keep spiking.
Tell you what, this many spikes would make it quite a catchy ringtone.
You also got to remember that the airborne threats normally spike one guy and everyone that's in that funnel carrying gets spiked as well.
So 72 is clean from MiG-29.
All flight having flights.
That's a lot of same launches.
29's back here. We could do with someone doing something about those.
Confirm that they're spiked.
I've got some.
AFM getting spiked.
Roger, we are engaging those guys now.
Okay, we're getting pretty far. I'm going to start doing a lazy turn right back towards our AO. Hey, Cap, do you need air-to-air support? F5's ready for business.
It's all long range at the moment, Hal. I'm not sure what use you're going to be. It's for all 20-mile shots back and forth. Come up to us anyway, but just keep safe. Come up to us.
We're at 20 mile and we're at waypoint 1. We need to find it at waypoint 3.
Where are we on this bird?
Okay, Harrier flight's got a waypoint 2.
Negative.
Okay, hold fast.
I wonder how it's all well and good. It's saying
should have
20
had that
miles,
by
we have
now.
no idea, we don't have a radar.
All they
I'm
have to
a
do
bit
is
behind you guys.
Shifty
I'm
was
gonna
testing
try
these
and find
earlier, these
something.
harpoons. All you got to do is send them off in the direction of your spike and they'll pick it up and destroy it.
I can see where they got missiles out. They're about 40 miles to the east of it. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised about the same as on the F10.
Splash as you turn.
Is it gone? No, it's not there.
Yeah, the thick end of the merge, we're going to start turning back east towards waypoint.
Right, where was I? What was I doing? Oh yes, I was putting waypoints in, wasn't I? Yeah, no. Forgot now, put my bloody waypoints.
Does anybody have any
All units
contacts
are
on that?
doing really well. Does anyone see any hostile MiG-29 nails? I think we've cleared them all.
Yeah, but what about
Alright, thanks for the invite, guys. I'll try and catch another one soon.
They've all disappeared.
Copy that, Mad Eyes. Oh no, I crashed.
This launch.
Dakota Lead just disappeared.
F10.
Capo, the Harry's cleared to push to waypoint 2.
Harriers, we're just taking out an SA-10. Let us finish taking out this SA-10 and then we're clear.
Spoiling order from the sounds of it. This is Johnson, I think Dakota 1 crashed.
All units, the problem is our Magnums are getting shot down by the SA-10 and we can't get past. Oh, scratch it.
Running in for SA-10, but it keeps going up and down.
Oh god, not this.
What?
Please.
No, what?
Captain,
All
clear the
units,
Harry.
yeah, we think the SA-10 is destroyed. Get to waypoint 2 and it's... Oh, fuck's sake, no, it's back.
Captain, the Harriers will be able to deal with the SA-10 if they hit the ground.
Roger, you are released for combat.
Okay, Harriers, push waypoint 2.
I am much more
Can you give me
than
bearings?
AI.
I've lost all my
copies.
waypoints.
Hey,
I
firm,
haven't got them in yet.
If anyone's dead, they are allowed to GCI.
Nobody following me.
Pox bearing
Oh, no,
is
they're just
080.
Okay, I've got them back for some reason.
I haven't even put mine in yet. Where am I?
Whistler, I'm back from my crash. Static, please assume control of Dakota flight till I'm back.
Roger.
Saber 2 32 miles out from waypoint 2.
Copy that.
No visual on anybody else, and I'm in the fog.
For some reason, my waypoint.
Saber lead, I've got a mud on a 6. Turning to engage.
All units, Cap, we're pretty sure we destroyed the SA-10 this time. Free to prosecute.
Picking button. Ah, got it, finally, at last.
Answers the stability questions I
I
have.
don't need waypoint 1 anymore then, so
Saber lead,
waypoint
mud
2.
6, moving into engage. All I did was look on the F10 map.
Might as well put it in, hadn't I? Waypoint 1.
I'm seeing launches in front of me.
Yeah, let's get further north of here. So north, first waypoint is 45, 23, 23, and position east, 0.
Harry, Harriers, we are still up, and yeah, we are still with our full bag, so we are still ready for Wild Weasel if you want.
Copy, F5, so we can just move ahead and just see if we can cause any bait.
Gunboat's Magnum. Copy that.
Just aesthetics to our south-southeast. You might want to head that direction.
Tally. This is alright then.
Yeah, I want to wait. This is why we should have done this on the ground before we even took off. It's a pain in the bloody arse that we do this.
And level out.
0, missiles out from the 10.
Right, waypoint 3.
Missiles out from the 6.
Multiple SAMs out from SA-10, multiple SAMs out from SA-10. Appears to be back
Not
again.
after me, that's for sure. Maybe it's the second SA-10. Where are we? Right, waypoint 3, position. North.
Static, are you going to turn around and rejoin on us, or do you want us to rejoin on you?
Ah, rejoining you, I'm just putting waypoints in.
Good old
I'm
Harrier
off track
Bumpers
now.
want to take the waypoints from me.
North.
Yeah, the mark, but
Whistler Airborne.
left Magnum.
4-4. 4-4. 5-6.
Magnum time.
3-0.
Side checking in 243 and 2000. Unable to get hold of my flight. I'm here if you need me.
Roger, just keep on standby.
9 0 2 1. And
Whistler is going to make straight for waypoint
4, which is my attack waypoint. So I'm going straight.
Anybody know what a 37 is on RWR?
Bacon.
Bacon? Yeah, Bacon.
Oh,
okay.
Roll up.
What?
Okay, all Harriers okay to prosecute as they wish.
Bacon flight is still called.
Right. North.
72 inbound for primary target. Or at least seed.
Big Bird nails. Should I just go right in on that bastard?
Harrier flight, how's it looking in there? Any signs of SAMs?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of SAM activity.
1 2. And east. 3 9.
Yeah, Dakota leads. Just catching up. I'm just going to make straight for Big Bird.
There's a tour down there, gentlemen.
Gumbo, missile is just tracking you, missile is tracking you. It just flew over your windscreen.
Harriers, F5s are currently inbound for the area to start Wild Weasel.
Copy, I'm just overflying a...
Gumbo, that's the S300 radar. Kill it, kill it, kill it, go back, kill it.
That's different. Right, waypoint 2 I am wanting. Nothing.
You may have to gut it, it may be electro-optical.
I'm going to see if it can't shoot at me a little bit and waste some...
Right, where's those guys? Oh, the way over there. So
yep, Harriers, we have a SA-10 southeast of our
that's on my map.
position. Roger, Dakota's on it. Copy that, thank you very much.
Dakota 2, go Northern miles off waypoint 2, ready to push for target.
Stand by, we're nearly releasing you. All units, there is a track radar left for the S300. Gumbo just died trying to take it down, we need someone to take it down.
Well, you got all these Hornets with bloody things
We're working on a cap, and Dakota Lead had a crash. Bloody DCS programming.
Okay, guys, if you guys get in there, it's turning itself on and off sporadically.
Alright, launched on. Going defensive.
Climb up and save some fuel as well.
Missiles going up, missiles going up.
Sidearm ineffective, impact on the tree.
Saber 2 inbound.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be launching that. It's impacting.
Oh, that's quite
Matt,
on your position, you had some type of launch which fly Mirage drone 125 if you missed it.
Yeah, the Hornets are carrying Fox 5.
Fox 5? Well, that should get ready to flaming auntie. Laugh my ass off.
Sam's going up.
Whistler here, tracking your sidearm. I'll follow it in.
You required me to laugh? Ha, 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 ha. Is there anything else?
No, that'll do for now. Yeah. Well, the doves are coming.
That's shallow, it's gonna be close. Looking good, looking good. Looks good.
Saber inbound on primary target.
I say, I'm gonna run out of fuel.
The target's not down.
Guys, that sidearm hit the S300 radar, did not kill it. We need another one.
I'm gonna go down there and just smash them away. This is my other waypoint. I might have to put a waypoint up here at this rate because we're all over here.
Dakota 2, you gonna enjoy with your sidearm lock? Say again? Do you get anything locked on your sidearm? I'm far too far away.
We're all far too far away.
We're still 30 miles out from Krasnodar. Magden?
Oh, he's going to be
try to get a little altitude before you fire. Where you can.
Is that
Big and flight ready for the push again.
No.
Start making your way in. We're surrounding the S300 with SAMs now, with sidearms.
See, I was going to come down here and fly in this way.
Do a cluster bomb run on the S10. I don't know whether it was successful.
Roger, ground attackers, I think you can move into your target now. We're just finishing off the S300.
Alright, should we go for a attack on the runway then?
S300 stop firing. Stay low, stay safe.
Yeah, let's go for it. Waypoint 3.
Heli running in for guns attack run on the missile launcher at Krasnodar Payos.
Sidearm looks it's tracking well.
S300 firing. Oh, for fuck's sake, shot the sidearm.
Yeah, well, I think there's some Tukuskas out there.
When will that thing run out of ammo?
It depends how many launches it's got.
Cap, Taylor running in for guns run on S300.
Yep, kill it.
So we have a few things.
No, Cal, that's a fuel cut, don't do it. Kill the S300. Give the area.
Well, I better speed up a bit, hadn't I?
No, oh crap.
Oh crap?
Oops, sorry, wrong one. Let's try again. Is that
Is
it?
that a code word?
That's
Oh crap?
it. Lol.
Javier, I would suggest you would retreat and reload the sidearms if you can from
Krimsk, if you're out of ammo.
Anyone available to give me a bearing? This is Malloy.
Copy, Malloy's head west initially, and I'll give you bearing from there.
Roger, I'm already heading west.
Good shot, Pogreth. Okay, Krimsk is on 25647 for you, mate.
25647, thank you.
F5, get away from that airfield. There's no need for you to be here.
41.
What you're doing is playing with IR Sam.
Is down.
That'll do.
Oh, thank God. Guys, don't play with that airfield. Let the big uns and...
Whistler about to Magnum. It's away.
How the hell am I going that way? Going the wrong bloody way
Fox
here.
and big uns, we're ready for you.
Vegan flights pushing.
I'm not going to get done here.
Roger, pig flight rolling in, engaging air defences.
Shit. Air defences are very, very powerful. Do it from height or range.
Do you know what an S is on the RWR?
Yeah, watch out. I think there's Tunguska's still out there somewhere. I think my sidearm's tracking one of them. Yeah, sidearm, good track.
I'm way off today.
Shack.
I got snake eyes.
Progress Magnum. Shifty, rifle out, braking.
110. This is the problem with
Magic is now on frequency. Good
with not sitting on the runway and putting your waypoints in.
SA6 is down.
Having to do them
SA6 at the airfield
currently
is
in
down.
flight with SA10 shooting at you and shit.
Kingston, we have seen some honorable
It's not even bloody showing up on me HUD. Why am I not getting...
Guys, the defences, they have IR, short range IR SAMs that are free lethal, so if you're going to go in at Mach 1 and low.
Why am I not getting...
Damn, they're doing big United. I have to take a look.
Why is my
Look at that.
not showing up?
We're off to base. Yes, the Tunguska is definitely down. Oh, yes. Bloody hell, that sidearm just changed direction. Looked like it was changing that before. Oh dear, this stupid S300 was... I have missed it.
I found a tail, I'm going for it now.
Big in flight off target, jet running.
It's now, great.
Magic,
right,
side picture. Fly, Peter is clean, RTR wise.
Using too much fuel.
So sorry.
There's my
turning on the SA-15 and the SA-6, see if I can get my final Magnum away.
I'm having problems with this bloody warthog. Everybody says get a warthog, they're great, but my hat doesn't work sometimes.
Good job.
My trim hat is sometimes
Did I get that radar? One rifle out.
I think I'm gonna have to
Copy that
spray
cap,
something.
well done, it's burning.
Keep it at 500 knots for a shallow dive. How far?
There's missiles out still, I'm guessing there's a tour down there. AAA locking me in.
29 miles.
There's a Shilka down there somewhere.
Mirage is requesting gun run on airfield.
Right, Master Arm, weapons hot.
Weapons hot. There is an S-15 still on the airfield. There's an S-15, so be very careful down. Roger, but it's a rifle inbound for it.
Should be. Right, get that off for stars.
But it's only shot down a couple of them.
Yeah, Allo, find where I am. I'm killing an S300, so I can do it with a hand.
Use bloody... That was set for landing anyway. I was going to say, I don't use water. Don't use
Rifle,
water.
5 seconds out from tool. Damn, the tool's moved. Oh, that's a bloody wasted missile. Tool's down, tool's down.
Okay, so that's my waypoint, and somewhere over there is an airfield to bomb. Oh no.
Whistler here, do we have any primary targets over the airfield?
So 18 miles to the runway.
Negative, just take targets of opportunity, watch out for the IR weapons.
So just past someone going down there. We'll get there and then we'll turn.
Guys, when we do our end of game RTB, we'll do it to crimps, just know that.
Okay. Right.
Now, Rogers, have you seen the S300 where I'm at?
We are 10 miles out Hendon.
Let's have a look. Afterburners, eh? Where's he going? Lots of people on the ground.
I think my IR maps are booked. They're looking at some visual development. Taking the notes we are steering battle, that should reset them. Yeah, turn the display on and off, reset, Whistler right steering, and this is still the same screen, even though I've done all 360.
What screen you
got?
got?
The screen isn't even moving. The IR map screen.
Yeah, you need to sensor select forward to do IRMV.
Good gunning.
Yep, got that, but the screen isn't
Get that command center next to the hedge.
We've got to slew your TDC after that. Right, here we go.
Shack on Strela.
Try unselecting your Mavericks, go to air to air, then back to Mavericks, air to ground, and then put your master arm on. Right, here we go. This is it, kids.
Alright, be aware there's an F-18 landing just in front of you.
Selecting waypoint 4.
Final scripts.
Contract. Progress rifle 2 times.
Which isn't showing
Big
up on the HUD.
1-1 running in on vehicle column in the parking.
Ah, is it not showing up on my bloody HUD?
Mad Eyes, land short. You have F-15 in front, currently landed. Mad Eyes, come. And you're clear to land.
Flipping egg.
Clear to land, Mad Eyes.
Not showing up on the HUD.
Oh, again, visual on AAA, fencing in.
Ah, bollocks. I'm gonna miss the bloody runway at this rate, and I'm way too high. Flipping heck. Why is it not showing up on my HUD?
What's the sound situation over the hostile base, guys?
1 Strela destroyed, 1 Shilka about to be. Rifled on target.
All bombs gone!
Nice static.
They're not my bombs, they're my bombs. That should have been pretty.
Winchester except for guns. Tomek incoming, PK-90 run on vehicle column.
Get it done.
Shack.
Well, it was a bit of a panic. I'm not sure why the waypoint wasn't showing up on the top of the bloody HUD. Something I've been doing obviously wrong, but...
There's some more, apparently.
And I never got to see my bombs explode.
What's the progress? You want me just to loiter around back here? Atomic Pickle?
Yeah, stick around. We'll look nice for the pretty landing plate.
Final runway 23.
Could run in for guns, so most likely going to get hit by an IR.
Shotgun AAA.
Guys, none of the actual task is destroyed yet. Why are those ground vehicles not destroyed? Why is the station in the middle not destroyed?
Shifty, 3 times bombs pickled on the vehicle column. There'll be none left in a second.
There we go.
BK-19's failed again. Don't know what's going on.
Wasn't the intention
right?
Yeah, the bombs are just falling. We're a bit slow to get to target.
Yeah, and you know there was thrillers and triggers and stuff.
Roger, but I'd like to complain. That's what I do.
Yeah, we know.
I saw them explode, Shifty. They're going to do something. I see the bobblets.
There's going to be nothing left there in a second.
They're drifting off to the wind.
No, they're drifting in with the wind.
Yeah, you'll have 105s. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And that's how it's done.
All systems are operable,
Well done,
which
Shifty.
means I am
Shifty, do you
fine.
see the last remaining targets? It's those oil drums with those square buildings. A couple of Mark 82s will take them down.
Crampton runway vacated.
Wasn't there a rifle? Oops, sorry, Unger.
That's the CB-105. It's a GPS-guided cluster bomb designed. It has skeets on parachutes.
Have you got left A10?
And you drop the bomb and it chucks the skeets out
rounds,
parachutes.
rockets, 1 Maverick, 2 bombs.
And they detect tanks, and then they fire off from the parachute and fire straight down and going through the turret.
Alright,
it does make it look easy.
Yeah, Captain Jockey being it. GB.
The thing is, the A10 can only go in once you've got complete air superiority, you know?
Strike.
So if we didn't have air superiority, the A10 would be cracked down. And they want to replace the A10 with the F-35 for some strange reason. Probably because the F-35 can get in and get out, but it can't. It's got no sort of loiter like the A10. The A10 can sit there for hours and just loiter around and.
Alright, Dakota lead is RTV for Krebs.
Yeah, quite slowly loiter around. That is. Where are we going? Primsk. Let me check my map here. Let's put this to scale.
AAA going up from the apron southwest side of the airfield.
Oh no, hang on, I'm flying the wrong bloody way. 269. See, I want to put waypoints in. Master arm off now, I guess.
Come on, guys, where's my boom boom? I want boom boom.
Alright, I bet we'll get some more weapons then. I'm all over the place today, fingers and thumbs. This is what happens when you have no sleep.
Why the fuck did I just explode?
And then go to the dentist.
That's weird.
So you see
Exactly my question.
Shadow may have crashed into you.
Alright. Oh my goodness, my fuel is low now. I'm gonna have to let's switch it to nav and let's see what we've got. Ground speed.
Shift
Not
speed,
doing
you
too
had
fast.
bad
It
effect
should be
on
a lot
target.
faster this.
I actually got one tank.
I feel like I got my air brakes out or something. Did they say they'd make changes to the engine?
I am curious.
I don't feel like I've got any.
Come on, I
power.
about 400 on turning to 238 for airfield for home plate.
Well, let's get rid of PPI. Lock that out. Got that going on. I don't mind the F-15s coming through.
I'm going to slow to about 350.
Right, airspeed's picking up now. We've leveled off. 2,000 pounds of fuel left. How far we're gonna go? Not that bad. And what?
Oh, nice.
Oh.
What was that? I missed that.
Runway. So
Shift
we
you gun
actually
run.
need to.
Well done, guys.
I
Three
need
more
to go up
buildings.
there.
3 more buildings, and then we can go home and sip tea.
No, I'm just loading up. No.
280. We're at 280.
I have LT in the cockpit.
Matt, I didn't want the iron bomb.
Don't think you have any bombs there. You have one Maverick on Shifty.
Confirm we've got nothing left to take these buildings with.
There's a Havoc gonna get airborne again very soon.
Didn't we have a farm
Okay,
somewhere?
Hog,
we had a
if
farm.
we're at Winchester, should we head back for the final RTB?
Oh yeah, that's banned. And the harms are going to be banned on most servers as well. I think. Yeah.
It's a AAA gun that's threatening me all the time.
In fact, you'll probably find that the only place you can use harms pretty soon will be the GrimReapers training
That's
server.
down there for you, Shifty.
Emergency landing, go emergency.
Right, okay, let's throttle this back a bit. Let's save some fuel. And reduce the bingo down to about...
taxi Crims from runway 22.
Down a bit, down a bit. Come on,
Atomic
mate.
final from runway 22.
That'll give me 1,100 pounds of fuel and I've got plenty of minutes to go, so...
Much the power at saddle left.
Have we got an
Where the
ILS or
hell is
anything we
this
can
gun?
use here?
Saw that.
Crims?
I got a good screenshot of it.
No ILS, no TACAN. Oh, it's a Russian airfield, isn't it? We won't have TACAN. Oh, okay. It's a do it by numbers. It's a land by numbers.
Shifty, you're up against a Sentinel 23 emplacement.
That's why I can't.
Yeah.
Why that
It's not
waypoint
far
wasn't
from
showing
those
up on the
tanks,
HUD?
Just to the west of the tanks you just destroyed.
Alright, lining up for Crims from runway 22. Copy, atomic base.
Sorry about that, the altitude
Set
didn't
not
hold it.
right, haven't I? No, I didn't have non-C.
Our fuel state is 17.
Right, it should have been. It should have still come up on the HUD.
Shifty on your 9 o'clock in between the runway and the taxiway.
Alright, start a descent now. That'll be at what the airliners would call top of descent. We should see a lake down there somewhere.
Runway 22 clear, Crims.
There's a lake.
Turn left to 225.
Just
rolling Crims
to the right of the lake is Crims.
Sky's eyes on that gun in now.
I lost the battle. Shifty eject.
Where is it?
Oh, do I have to? Really not again. Oh, alright then. We're in the pipe, 5x5.
What are you on about? Get into Crims. We haven't even played the Paris
It ain't getting to Crims with no engines.
Get on the road.
Shifty, you got ordnance still on, you could dump it.
Good on the
Crims initial.
Kneeboard, Crims. Okay, so...
Alright, progress, you
Yeah,
wanna do
this gun's well hidden.
delayed break?
Yep. So I'll get on the right hand side.
Sure, it's the type. Yeah, I'm not landing with gears. It's crash landing.
Yeah, we're just gonna break into the pattern. We're not actually gonna land yet till Cap calls us down.
Okay, keep it together. Keep it together.
Dakota flight, fuel state. Dakota 2,
Oh, don't do
bingo
it,
landing.
Shifty, don't you do it. Good save. I'll send the choppers. They're on their way.
So runway 22,
315.
I'm about to enter initials. Initials. Yep, I'm on initials.
Okay, the rest of you hogs, unless you're on a return flight, I think we're done here. Let's get RTB.
Saber 2's in the air with bombs, ordnance. There's nothing from
Yeah, yeah, you go and do the mission, yeah, but the rest of us can go home.
Dakota, ready to break in 3, 2, 1, lead.
Still lots of AAA down there. I've taken one out, but there's at least 2 more firing at me.
Runway 22.
Okay, all units apart from Mad Eyes, take
finals.
Crims, get in a
Don't forget
left-hand
the
circuit
undercarriage.
of the airbase so I can
That's
pull you
so
down. If you've landed already, get some fuel, go back up, please.
Oh, cover that gap.
Just splash and dash, you don't need a full refuel. Havoc, get back up. Atomic, get back up.
Alright, Dakota flight's in the pattern. We'll chill here until Cap calls us down. Jumps to join open.
Negative. Lost some AAA though, it's killing everyone. Fed up of losing airplanes to a fucking building.
Roger, I've got high drags.
Alright, one run from you and then we'll have you back as well.
And be warned, it is a ZSU-23-4 radar assisted AAA.
Oh joy.
Why is there burning? Well, it's burning everywhere. Oh, it's because we got hit.
Hey, I got 2 of them. I can't kill them all for you.
Yeah, just a little help of where he was. I couldn't see the bugger. This damn fog.
That's me down.
If I have my MIA, I'll come and pick you up, Shifty.
That's alright, I'll just start walking.
How do I get off this damn airfield?
Chaps, what runway is it? Crimps 22?
Have I hit Crimps?
Springfield 1, request takeoff. Will be to go and save pilot Shifty.
Cool.
I hate it when the map changed. You notice how the map changed? It's got all like,
yeah, I was thinking
as if I'm damaged or something.
I think you're gonna be flying though, so it's gonna be a close.
The map changes to some low resolution map. It's terrible, you know.
As I say, I could take control of the vehicle and drive it back.
Trash, are you dead over there?
It's interesting.
Okay, those wheels steering up.
Unfortunately, yes. My joystick probably packed in.
But if it was a technical problem, you can take off again and join in.
Can I actually get past this guy?
Mr. Progress, fuel safe 1-1.
No runway decoration.
Credit to Alo and Slice every time I've seen you to UP information.
Mirage, Cap's coming to formation with you.
So what if I come off here?
I may need to spike you.
Bravo. Exited at Bravo.
Shifty back on comms.
Buddy spike.
Man, that was a lot of fun. Well done, Tebro.
Mada, so you're gonna do
the landing formation?
At least we know that the Harriers are going to have the siege job because the arms were completely useless.
3 square buildings where these bombed out oil tanks
well, yeah,
are.
okay. One of the operators actually died and I was the other one.
But we all going to land here.
Basically, Mirage crossroad between the 2 runways is there. They're in the center maps.
I think I got one of the S300 radars and one SA6, but the other 2 missiles went into...
I don't want to send anything else out. I'm fed up of losing airplanes.
It needed a
now.
coordinated run with 2 or 3 aircraft to fire 2 or 3 missiles each, and there was been nothing left. Coming in one at a time, the SA-10 can pick up.
Yeah, we came out 2 at a time, but the only 2 of us had the missiles, and he died after the first one.
Progress is down at 900 pounds.
It's a lot of fun, though. Nice, difficult mission. I like it. I couldn't see anything because the fog was perfect.
If they all carried 2 harms each and the rest air to air, they would have been fine.
Make it a bit tricky.
It would have been fine. I would have stayed up in altitude and found him with a teapot, but Cap was rushing me for time. God, do this, do that. I was like, for fuck's sake, I'll just go down and try. And I knew I was going to get But, you know, Cap and his time pressure, so I thought, screw it. I could have just sat up there for another 5 minutes, found that target, fired the Maverick that I had, and would have got rid of them.
Saber 3, 10 miles
Yeah.
Yeah, we never have time to plan these.
But it was a lot of fun.
Cap echelon, right, Mirages?
No time to put
Yeah, but there's only one dangerous one, the Shilka was the
or
one that
anything
got
like that, you know, if they're not pre-planned,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is why
the other one was
when I do a
supposed to,
mission I give everybody waypoints because I know they don't have time to do it. on the
That's a
ramp.
nice cluster bomb run on those vehicles. More.
And try to put waypoints in when you're trying to keep formation
Alright,
on a server. It might lag at any time. I mean, we don't suffer much lag on this now. Thanks to Stone! Thank you, Stone, for such huge donations to help towards the server hardware. And the running costs and shit. That was really
one of those Mirages.
What is Mada's gonna drop here?
Yeah, that's probably me going down for the AAAs.
Okay, Johnson, down to £700. I'm going to come in for a landing.
Just wish I could get a better internet connection.
Yep, splash and dash, get back up.
Which reminds me, there's
so I switched to left going loose, I'm going to come towards so I've got not much fuel left.
The Persian Gulf map was terrible on bandwidth. Absolutely terrible.
Some direction on the active here. 2-2 is active.
5.2 megabits a second upload on Corpus. It was 14
Madash.
version Gulf.
Vector.
I'm not sure whether it was the mission or whether it was the map. So the 5.2
Can't hear that, Johnson, it's 2-2.
And I'm streaming at 3.5. That's only 8. That's half my.
Yeah, I'm just going to come in for a quick VTOL and get back up.
Okay, gonna bring it down 2,000 feet and start left hand.
Let's have a look. What are people doing then?
Hogarth's just hit £700 as well.
You need to land. Oh, I could go into lot ATC, couldn't I? Except these guys don't have ILS.
Okay, first bomb's off. Coming around for a second attack.
Okay, Alec, go for landing. I'll fly
you got a second one.
To be at the ground.
What?
Keep it above 150 ideally.
Oh, he's got cluster bombs. Not going to do much.
Oh, we've got sail.
Is that smoke on my left side, yeah?
Oh yeah, on the transaction.
Whoa. Building near side of smoke, building the far side.
Tebro.
Yeah, that's me.
Tebro. And then I was like, yeah, the man.
Alec, confirm we're going in for landing.
Anyway, yeah, Tebro, really fun mission. Just a little bit too little
landing.
after.
Can you go in, please?
Yeah, but...
It went right into the centre of the building, but it didn't do anything.
No, I don't know.
We need to defend, so we don't get spanked last time we did.
Can we get some
Yeah, but I kind of said it straight out that there's gonna be 2 planes.
Hey, Famada.
Yeah,
of course, if 2 planes kill 7 people each, then it's still a spanking.
1 building remaining, my eyes.
On the right
just the
side.
thing
From this direction.
All 4 Hornets should take 2 arms each.
2 planes thingy was like, okay, there are coming 2 planes for now.
Incoming flight, you're breaking into the pattern of the bomb.
Putting arms on just 2 Hornets puts all your eggs in 2 baskets instead of 4 baskets. If you put 2 arms on each Hornet, you could also take the air to out on each Hornet. So, you know, it spreads you and shit. It's like down the Falklands. They put all the bloody helicopters on the Sir Galahad and it got hit. And we had very few heavy lift helicopters after that. It really slowed things down.
It's all guns.
Every single little thing of it. See my screenshots.
Just landed refueling. Mad Eye, bearing is 2604.
Notice the A10 of your gun room.
So you go round again.
The first binocular got shot down quite early in the actual engagement.
Yeah, he got killed by the whatever.
No, he's heading home. He's heading home.
Either him or me got one of those.
Okay, okay, dump this ordnance.
Yeah, that was an interesting mission. It was a lot of long flying for us in the F5s.
Because I had something totally different planned.
Oh,
I have the runway lights on.
Ooh, Tebro. The next mission is going to be the old one, or what?
No, the next mission we're saving is 50.
Did the harms actually hit anything? Does anybody know?
We killed one of the radars on this 200 and an SA-6 at least.
We're landing in the wrong direction.
But those S-15s and the S-3 shooting them down.
Runway 22 is not the runway that is active. Runway 04 is.
At least 2 of my harms got shot down, and I don't know how many.
Runway 04 is the active
what's
runway.
his name? Got off.
Yeah, I think that's where the sidearms have their advantage. So if you can get a lot closer and launch at short range, they don't get insisted quite as much.
Yeah.
The runway lights are in the other direction.
At 30 miles away. Of course they're getting.
Oh right, cab's going for 04 then. We know what air traffic are like.
Anyway,
all you got to do is contact air traffic and they'll tell you which runway to use.
The counterattack.
What's in happen? Let's have a look.
Missile progress. I'm going to have to make this back down when
you are making the next mission, are you?
So if I go in the cockpit and I go for
I'm nothing to do with this campaign, buddy. I just happened to slot that one.
Yeah, I would advise you doing it now.
Come on, Shifty, you're making so good missions.
Contact.
Yeah, I've got one.
I've got one. Shifty plus Tebro. That would be the most excellent combo.
I've got one ready to go on the Gulf, but we just waiting to see how the Gulf goes.
Takeoff when ready. Climb 300.
Because it was
fair play to
if you request landing, it'll tell you which runway to come in on. And it'll be 04, so everybody's going to land down.
It was quite a good video, really, I thought, all things considered.
But as you can see from, just looking out here, the runway is lit from this side.
Land and Sea Desert Attack, isn't it called?
There's the runway lights lit from this side. Not lit from this side.
Yeah.
And the wind is blowing.
Why are the vegans flying south?
Traffic
this direction, and you always land into the wind. There is a bit of a crosswind, but as you can see, which way the wind is blowing.
I don't have any comment on that one, honestly.
Progress, you're ahead of
me. There's no comeback.
So I'm gonna have to go down the other end now, aren't I?
Uzi, 1-3, taxi to parking
What
area.
happened to the BK-90?
Have a look at the initial.
Oh no, he's going to blow them up before I get them.
They dropped off his wing and went spinning. Actually watched it, they went in the flat spin, the actual BK-90s. I was like, huh?
That's a bad way.
Cross traffic progress turning final 04.
Oh, bloody hell, Shadow is flying on a PS4 controller.
I know, I just died early inside.
Yeah.
Yep, everyone's ready to
I can get my friends playing this if they can play it on PS4.
Whistler turning finals for 04. Progress has priority.
I know 5's does.
Take me all the way down here.
Yeah.
I know, he's fucking incredible in the fucking thing.
That's where we viewed upside down with the bloody game controller.
I want to fucking shove that Xbox controller up his arse and showing off butt.
I can't even. I can barely refuel as it is.
No, you're well ahead of me.
He's an absolute fucking genie, wizard, witch. He can like hover the fucking Harrier in a hangar with the wheels up, and then just casually just like wander over to you like it's nothing. And then I was doing my check ride for Sluggers, and he just casually hovered around me like 3 foot off the floor. I'm like, stop it! Talk about making someone feel inadequate.
I'm way too fast here.
Crash at the brake.
Yeah, when I see him flying like that, it's just like, oh, bastard. I'm good enough in the air with the Harrier, but as soon as I slow down, it becomes a lot more
I can't fire any chaff.
interesting.
Oh, I can do this.
I can actually hover it pretty well, but I don't think I can that well.
Havoc turning final behind Wesley.
And that's what I was doing all the way down the runway.
Crash left hand down.
Jumping flares.
But he has to use like a mouse for
Mad
to
Eyes,
get the
check your chaff again. I'm motoring your plane now.
And how does he turn his head? Does he have to track
I'm saying flares.
Okay, I was firing both.
Track
Okay, I didn't see any sparkly.
That's interesting.
Who are we talking about? 5's uses VR, I think.
Going around.
Oh, VR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 5's
Well,
uses VR.
that makes sense, because then you can put the click on one of the buttons and just look at the button you want to click on. For the clicky cockpits.
Clickety click.
I can do that, look.
How many of us actually died?
I didn't die. I survived.
Tail got me killed.
Yeah, that was quite a awesome effort, Shifty. It really was.
That's all the way down.
The S15
Use an S15
Okay, Harry, put me inside of the runway, please. Got some fast coming in.
Yeah,
I did try and shoot it in the face with the camera in the far.
You mean 76, because I wanted to go into forward flight, so...
I asked Shifty for advice, man. Like, what should I use? And he told me all of the nasty. The SA-15s, the 19s, the 13s, all of that nice stuff that was out there.
S15 is pretty is a pretty nice one to put in because it's just so dangerous. You've got to really rethink your tactics when you're against it.
Yeah, the S300 was way off from the airfield, so we couldn't get resupply.
Ah,
cool. It was sitting in the middle of a base.
It's alright, when it reloads it takes 1 minute.
So good show.
It's not a problem.
Comes traffic, Meadow, standing by.
The thing is, once you've eliminated the 300, or the way you do it on S15 really is get up high and drop the GB on its head, I find.
Reverse
That was the plan, and then somebody said they took it out, so
now
I
they
came
go
back
really
down.
slow.
What we should have done, Taylor, was taken a couple of GBUs under the wings.
Why is there a big flaming
Got
wreck
one of
in the
those
middle of the
Harriers
airport?
or A10s to laze it, and then just flown over really fast.
The last time we were here.
1-4, hold position.
Sorry, what?
Springfield, 1-4, hold
Everyone go
position.
park together, don't be an idiot and park the wrong side of the
Springfield, 1-4, hold position.
Press to talk.
The airport got bombed.
Yeah, it was the same as me and Taylor could have just flown over there, like, my on profile, drop the bombs and run off.
Press the wrong button.
Springfield, 1-4,
Harry,
hold
position.
I will never forgive you.
Springfield, 1-4, hold position.
Yeah, the Hornets should have taken 2 arms each.
Hold position.
Yeah, you good, Harry, you good.
We had
Just
4.
my opinion.
Springfield, 1-4,
We had 4 plus
hold
4,
position.
and then 2 with all AIM-120s. We should have had 4.
Springfield, 1-4, hold
2
position.
each, because all your eggs were in 2
That's
baskets.
the last man down, guys.
1-4, hold position.
Yeah, and one of the muskets died.
Springfield, 1-4, hold position.
Talking in Discord.
It's a learning curve. It was good fun, it was a great mission.
Springfield,
Yeah, you
1-4,
could have
hold
done with 2 arms
position.
each and then AIM-120s each as well.
Springfield, 1-4,
Yeah, but I
hold
didn't. I had
position.
2 AIM-120s on the chin, and I killed a plane. I didn't
Springfield,
need more.
1-4, hold position.
And Cap killed the other plane.
Springfield,
No, we didn't know
1-4,
that,
hold
we
position.
didn't know how much
Well,
opposition we're going to be up
also
against.
Springfield, 1-4, hold position.
Somebody's going to be there. Oh, I put the radio on.
Springfield, 1-4, hold
It's kind of
position.
easier, Tebro, when you program the mission.
Springfield, 1-4.
Ironically, we didn't hear a word.
Yeah, that was very robotic.
I thought the communication was pretty good in that mission, really.
It was up until the
Oh, we're all
fucking
down.
landing.
We're all down.
Oh.
And whoever was here.
I wasn't really paying much attention to that, in all honesty.
Cap
I
was
didn't have any
following me in.
wings, so I don't need to worry about that.
Well, Cap was following me in, and then in good old hindsight, everyone bloody tags on to the end of the Cap. So then I come in, like, I asked what the active runway is. You tell me like fucking wrong runway whatsoever. And then I have to do a complete U-turn. I have to enter the pattern in the wrong way. Make a really stupidly sharp turn to actually get onto the runway and then catch the fucking big one. I was off straight ahead. And then I land and then everyone comes in the other runway because we just had to change the runway and the actual.
Yeah, right. The way you are into the house, then pictures when OP and restaurant.
Yeah, I've seen they've been teasing that one again.
Jag tänker look in the members again. Det är Damian on it.
Guns.
Yeah.
Guns.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fly everything around.
OV-10 could actually be an aircraft which I would be really interested in buying, or the Tucano.
Hello.
Yeah, the OV-10's light support attack, isn't it, really?
Well done.
Yeah,
Pretty
you can
happy
point
with
out from.
So decelerate on 3, it's going to be full power and eject.
Observation, isn't it?
1.
Or did
Yeah, very much so.
3.
Okay, so half an hour is got back just a minute.
Come on, my Harriet! Oh, don't come and land on me, you bitch! Oh, give it a go. The 76 was too much as well. They might try 73 next time then. No.
Yeah, at least to save the frame of it though.
There's barely a wing left on it.
Still 60 frames a second, solid. That's got V-Sync on.
What you're doing with the ship. That's all that matters.
Messed up.
Oh, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, that was a fun mission. That really was a fun mission, even though I got killed.
I enjoyed
The alarms were
Slightly
non-stop going off. The alarms were non-stop going off, weren't they?
It was quite fun.
Some more air-to-air would have been fun. But
How many was there in the end?
there were two enemy aircraft.
I need to see my bombs go
There
down
seemed
the
to be
right way,
one
but-
still on the ground because the kneeboard in the Viggen was saying that you could plot an attack run on it.
That's a preload, I think.
Okay, guys. Welcome back. So, that was mission pretty much done. I'm pretty happy about that. We had some formidable defences. Let's go through it group by group. Hammer. Who was Hammer? Was it us?
That was us.
You go.
So we flew out, and we tossed out some harms. We got 2 radar kills. Then we lost 2 harms to the plane going down to the SA-10, and then we basically were out of harms. After that, it was a bit of more sillies because we also killed. Oh yeah, we killed the fighters.
Yeah.
The 2.
Roger.
That was us. I got shot down later by the S-15.
Oh, did you? Silly. You shouldn't have been there, Tebro.
Fox 5.
Yeah.
Fox 5?
No, well, it
Well,
annoyed me
that
because
should
everyone
get
wanted
ready
to
to
desperately
flame
charge into the
auntie.
airport. There's
Laugh
F5,
my
so
ass
desperately
off.
want that glory. And then flying over A, not the S300, and B, getting shot. Anyway, that was that. Buick, go.
Yeah, that's us. As you said, we did do a Banzai run,
required me
but
to
yeah,
laugh.
that was after escorting the Harriers and then just doing some.
Is there anything else?
At least trying to just get the attention of the radars, which we somehow didn't. We were flying quite literally above them, but we didn't get any attention. So yeah, we thought like, yep, it's clean. Let's just go just for that last attack run. And yeah, I was quite certain where it was, but yeah, then it turned out to just be a SA-15, I think. Yes, like defending the S300. So I did a successful attack run on the SA-15 at least, and then Kingston evaded like 3 missile launches or so before getting shot down. So we did some wild weasling at least.
I tried.
Regards the S300, it was a bitch. We took it out with harms to begin with, and then it's used its secondary radar. It kept popping it on and off and on and off, and firing, shooting people down, and then turning it off. So we couldn't shoot it. We had a massive nightmare. That S300 was horrific. Horrible thing. But we did finally get it. We just ran it out of missiles in the end, basically. That's
We'll talk
one
about
thing.
when they get to our flight.
That's one thing the Reapers can do. If nothing else, we can throw bodies at the problem and just run them out of missiles. Right, Saber, go.
Got airborne okay. With a nice formation, then we started to get spiked by the flanker and the S-10, so we had to scatter a bit. I ran in towards a couple of magnums. I didn't get any kills on that before I got shot down as I flew low over the enemy. So but the other guys, they did well, I think, from what I could tell.
On anymore because it locked on the position.
Next guy's Dagger.
Dagger, yeah, we got there. We pushed for the target. BK-90s didn't work.
Did you set your waypoints and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just exploded as soon as they came off the rail. It was really weird.
Fucking, what a waste of a flight. Never mind. Nothing you can do about it. Next flight, I don't know who you are.
That's the Mirages. We took off, followed the plan, killed the Su-27, We then went and just patrolled for a bit, came in, did some gun runs with the S300, help you out, and then had to deal with the drunken ATC and messed up landing. But I just got home, and one crashed into Seethor, as per usual. So.
Oh, God. Really? How did they crash into Seethor? He was in an A10.
Yeah, he was flying around a bit wild and not looking at his radar or visual.
Okay.
Good old Shadow. You can always rely on it.
Okay. So, next group, if we have one.
Yes, Dakota Flight, Whistler here. First of all, everybody made it back, so bravo Zulu on surviving and accomplishing your mission. We had a great takeoff. Everybody just followed assumed formation. We got hit by the MiGs and SAM spiking us, so we turned away. I had a DCS crash, so I put static in charge of the formation until I got back. But we got several magnums on target, and our primary objective was seed, so we went after AAA and SAMs, and was largely a successful adventure.
Nice. Anyone else?
Yeah, Pig Flight. Okay, Pigfight. As Seether's not here to defend himself, he was doing ground strafing runs when you're.
Oh, I got ZU-23.
Okay, the rest of us, we took off, formed up over waypoint 1, waited for the order to go, got the order to go, proceeded to target, dodged a heck of a lot of bloody missiles being fired at everybody, got over the target area, had some trouble with spotting targets, and we eventually took out some stuff. I came in with a cluster bomb run and took out most of the vehicles, and then strafed the fuel tanks. Unfortunately, due to Cap's time pressure trying to rush me, I foolishly went down and engaged with guns against AAA units and died miserably. Well, crash landed. Seethor, like I say, he made a couple of really good attacks. He took out the Tor. I believe he took out a Tor and some other stuff, and then got rammed. And that was us.
Or is that all over the
my
flight?
waypoint wasn't working, and I should have been
Okay,
much further
well
on
done,
to
everyone.
the
That was a difficult mission. We had no idea what those S300s and the SA6s were and whatnot. So, and everyone listened, followed orders. So I'm pretty happy. Any final thoughts before I sign off?
Mission, Tebro.
Good
mission and good comms going on, definitely in the Harry groups.
When do I get my pack of smokes for taking out the Baron?
Oh, you took out the Baron. Okay,
I killed the Baron.
No, I got the final hit on it.
I killed the Baron.
I claimed the kill.
I'm Spartacus.
Alright, anyway, I posted.
Alright,
conflict,
alright, I'll share the
conflict,
cigarettes out to you. You can have 5 cigarettes each, but no more because it's bad for you. Right, I'm fucking off. Going to make a movie. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm clearly claiming that kill because as soon as he heard the Master Ace in the F5 came, he just became so scared. So yeah, he just crashed the air.
If you look at the scoreboard, I have an AC kill and Tebro has an AC kill.
Tail, the only thing we managed to kill was daffodils with our flaming wreckage.
No, I saw some F5 kills on the ground.
Yeah. But by the way, Kingston, you did actually kill 4 missiles or so.
Oh,
yes, well, one of us had to do something.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, straight down the room, straight down.
What happened to Spudlock anyway? Did he get hit by a
actually, the Baron shot him.
He got shot down in the very first minutes.
Yeah, the Baron.
Shit.
That video won't be on his
bang.
Oh, well, I don't think the 2 mirages at the start. Did they just crash into each other or explode?
It could have been a damn sight.
And Shadow happened.
And guys, guess what?
Oh, poor Spud got shot down early.
Havoc gets the kill of the Baron.
I called it.
You go, Havoc.
And yeah, guys, I gotta say it's bloody positive that we have other YouTubers attaching to the squadron. That must be something positive.
Yeah, I feel bad for him that he got shot down so early, but
yeah, indeed,
it's cool to have him to join in anyway. And must be intimidating.
He's not good enough for us.
That's me flaring just in case there are man pads. Look at all these
advertising is bad.
No such thing as bad publicity.
Release.
Thank you.
The devil, you know.
More flares.
Oh, he was actually shot down while he was tossing out his arms. I thought he was.
It was actually quite amusing because if I remember rightly, the tail was literally
there we go, baby.
As we saw it come up as.
Get them! 1, 2.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I think I'm looking at this like he's going for the Suka, but he's throwing out HM88s and then gets shot down.
Well, I guess it answers the question of whether or not a harmless they track a radar.
6, 7.
Oh, they do, but the radars like to shoot
8.
them down. Because, let's see.
9 bombs on the runway out of 12.
That's what mine does.
And I killed the
So
ZU-23 somewhere
Sidearms
along
doing
that
a
line. How
strange
did
thing.
I
It
get a
literally
ZU-23?
looped back on itself all of a sudden. No idea why.
Harris did a good job dodging a lot
say
of
I
SAM
killed-
missiles. I'm watching the TAC view now. Good job,
Hey,
boys.
I killed an SE-10
Oh, I
radar
hit-
with my cluster
oh,
bomb.
I just-
I was quite impressed with
Yeah,
Atomic dodging one of the missiles that was launched because it just like fired, tried to chase him, and just thought, nah, fuck it, and blew it.
I did full 3 afterburner.
Guys,
I know I got a Tunguska that was around the SA-10, but I don't know what else I hit. I think I hit something else with a sidearm, or something hit.
9 of my 12 bombs went down the centre line of the road.
I threw out 4 harms.
Let's have a look at
Spadnak
Shifty's,
threw out 2. Havoc
Shifty did
threw out
that-
2.
That CPU
All of them
thing
were shot
near
down.
the end, didn't he?
8 harms.
Yeah, when I used the harms today, I found out quite quickly. You fire them in pairs. Fire 2, and then I moved slightly one side, and then fired another 2 straight off. So they can't shoot them all down.
Yeah, earlier today I fired 1 and it killed an S300, but today we actually have a spread of 6 here.
It's flying at such a long distance. The S300 has time to engage them. Same with the
he dropped TBU-97s, not 105s.
That's even though the Harriers have to get really tight. A sidearm at close range is pretty hard to shoot down, really.
Yeah, it's very small radar cross.
Yeah, I was at 30 mile when I did mine.
One thing that would be interesting is to have like a mission where you're defending a SAM site from harms by us using heat seekers to just shoot the harms down.
All deploying.
Is it possible?
I think
The wind was blowing this way, so yeah, the wind was blowing that way.
Holy shit, man.
SA-9, is that a man
Now
pad?
they are now
inches away
bomblets.
from
It shouldn't be. It was a sidearm hit.
Yes, SA-19 is a
Well, that went in towards I did see a sidearm next to me.
Wait, SA-19 is a what now?
a thing.
Yeah.
A thing. Is that your professional?
That's them pretending to float down on parachutes.
It is a
because they're
noun.
bomblets.
Where's Shifty when you need
And they
him?
are
What
drifting.
you want is you want some hawks and some rapiers in there because they're like
No, so
optically
Johnson
guided
took
until
out.
they're really
No,
close.
he didn't even take it out. He missed. He hit it, but he missed.
Well, at least this
Now,
doesn't have the
perhaps we should
SA-19
become
on
better
it, so I can't.
acquainted.
Don't know what it is.
Oh,
SA-19's Tunguska.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they come,
that was SA-6.
they come up as an S6.
Yeah, they come up as
pop, pop,
SA.
pop,
They
pop,
come up
pop,
as
pop.
S6 rather than SA6, rather than just a
Pop,
6,
pop, 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 pop.
which is an SA6.
They come up as 6. No, I think they come up as 9, don't
Now,
they?
did he get these two?
No,
red ones?
Tunguska's definitely on the Harrier. At least definitely come up as an S6.
Comes up as
Yeah,
an
that's what it
S6
comes
and the
up to me.
F5 as well.
Yeah, he left.
What does the
only
6
two
come
red
up as
ones.
then?
He got quite a few though, didn't he?
Just 6.
6.
Okay. Weird.
Okay, so my second sidearm was taken out.
How many did he actually
The,
get?
the annoying thing with the vegan is that you have to be an audiophile to figure
No,
out
and
what's
he
trying
got
to
no
fucking shoot
kills
you.
according to this.
So I guess the SA-19
he
is a
definitely didn't get
Tunguska because
kills.
that's exactly what I got in the kill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
Tunguska.
Tunguska.
Oh, and he did
More
fire
deadly because they
CB-105s.
optically fire at you most of the time as well. Like, which is why we need some blind
So,
fire
where's
rapiers in there because
CB-105s?
they'll kill you.
Havoc,
optically.
did you use the
did you
HMP
not
for
drop
this
them?
9X shot? Is Havoc still here?
Yeah, he's a.
Oh, dude, I was listening to Lanky stream. What was
I
that?
will say hello as long
did
as
you
you
use
stop
the
asking me to
headphones?
Yeah, you'll have
request
to watch it
documents
back,
all the
Alistair.
time.
Big
Hello
ass, that's-
everyone. Thank you for
Yeah, I was
stopping
using you
by.
guys as bait to
I
knock
hope
up
you
anyone
enjoy
used
the
the
stream.
helmet mounted
I
on
cannot
that.
guarantee that it will be any good. I will do my best, however, to entertain you. And yes, I am amazing. Enjoy your stay.
There it goes. It's pop.
Oh, I actually took out that SA-6 I didn't think I had, but I did apparently to TAC viewer.
Look at it bouncing around.
And then
on
I
the
got
window.
shot.
Oh, I see.
Holy crap, there's
That's
so many
interesting.
guns
I
down
only
there. I
got
flew
one.
through the middle of them.
Yeah, there was a shed load of AAA coming up.
I'm
I shot
intrigued
down
as to why my BK-90s
So
didn't
what
work.
was that there then?
I got at least 2
That's the
triple.
Vigan, is it?
that?
No matter what you do with the Vigan, it'll either work or it won't.
Who was the
Oh no, I
first,
took out a Strela, 2 no, not Tungus,
somebody did
Shilkas,
something.
and I think the SA-6 Sam.
I can't see who did what where first then.
It's great flying by the Harriers.
Is that Mad Eyes? Did Mad Eyes get the first kill?
Oh, so the underdog now.
I dodged.
Some good memes. We almost had a casualty in Pograts, and we're almost running out of fuel. What were you on fumes when you finally hit the target?
Oh well.
My engine was
that
out
was his
as
first
I was
firings.
on rotate.
AGM 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit!
Yes,
you didn't break.
Bloody close that.
I've got a nice screenshot of Pograts in the Harrier. He's the last one over the top.
Is there any way for an AGM to lock onto an Harrier? Or sidearm to lock onto a Harrier?
No,
the
Harrier doesn't have a radar.
But I saw that same thing, that sidearm turn in as if it was turning in on the Harrier. It was really weird.
That was my sidearm.
Straight from Mad Eyes.
In regards to Harrier radar, not yet.
Maybe it was bouncing.
They get the F-18C radar because the F-18Cs, when they were mothballed, they took the radars out and put them in the Harrier.
Ah, that's what happened.
Yeah, they were after the Blue Vixen radar that was in the British Harriers, the British Sea Harriers, because it was far superior. But they got told, no, you can have these for free, so it's no cost.
Until we get the British Harriers, then we'll get Blue Vixen.
Yeah, we sold them everything. Lock, stock and barrel, didn't we? £1 million each. You can have all our Harriers for £1 million each, and they're all airworthy and serviceable.
Did they actually have the Sea Harriers as well? I knew they had the GRs, but I thought the Sea Harriers been out of service previous.
They had everything that we had in stock. They got all the parts and everything, the whole lot. And apparently they had no intention whatsoever of flying them. All they wanted them for was the spare parts. It's strange.
I guess it involves adopting NATOPS and stuff, doesn't it, for the Marine Corps? If they're not used to... And they've already got radars that they know how they work. Might require doctrine changing and stuff.
Gumbo, like that second shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, oh yeah, see that? I see what that AGM, yeah. Just seen that. That's weird. That sidearm seemed to go for my life.
That is.
Where?
I assume there was.
No, that's not where I live. No, I don't live down there.
A SAM site down near that airfield. And that's what I was firing at, and then.
Yeah, it's strange that the Marine Corps
eventually had a look at it. I saw it tracking out.
Well, they were all GR9s by the time we handed them over.
Fucking helltail! What the hell did you fly me into?
Because they had extra
As
wing
I have
pylons
said, I'm
for
sorry.
other sidearms, sidewinders to sidearms.
It's not really.
Carry 6 instead of 4.
No, it's not. I don't blame
Very
you.
strange that they wouldn't want to fly them.
Seeing that first harm that was fired, 2 missiles came out after it.
Yeah, that's probably the S-15. It normally launches pairs at inbound missiles.
Okay.
Yeah, that SAM site is more of a pain in the ass to take out because it's going to at least take 1 or 2 shots at every missile you throw. You typically want to have 2 to 3 at a minimum coming at it from different directions.
Oh, there's a point. Oh, I'm missing.
Glad I was flaring there. Just had 2 missiles fly straight past me.
What's armor?
3.
Yeah, Wesley, you timed your DC perfectly. I'd look down in my crutch for 2 seconds to change something and then look back up and I was like, there's one plane, where's the other?
Poof. Be gone.
I was like, crap, am I in trouble for like maybe a possible mid-air collision? Yeah,
I think I was twiddling something on the fuel gauge and then looked back and he was gone like, what the fuck?
Why did I?
Yeah, we must have both done the same thing. We just had a look down and then look back up and went like, well, there's 2
this
or
is
there's.
TSB, by the way. I did
I'm a trusty enough wing leader. You actually are trusting me enough to look down.
Loads of pictures in the general chat where we say no pictures,
when I'm more
videos. Just
caught.
I need to lead flights more often. This was the nicest formation flying I ever did.
I mean, the Harrier practically flies itself.
Yeah, all I did is hit F10, and that's what made me crash the DCA.
The coolest thing about the Harrier is if you don't completely laden it up with ordnance, it's so nimble, like you can dogfight like fuck.
Oh yeah, it's got some power behind it.
Yeah, you're just down in the weeds with a MiG-29 or something, and you can pretty much outturn him. and then just fire a Fox 2 up.
There's some you can accelerate as well. You can pull away from it.
You can outclimb them.
You're going to need to play with the powers on the Harrier, though, because it's definitely the engine performed differently tonight than it normally does, I felt.
Yeah, they've done something to the power band in the notes. And if you hit that combat thrust as well, then for dogfighting, you get a little bit more.
It's the low to mid-range stuff on the engine that they've changed.
I don't know about you guys, but it felt like it was drinking fuel a bit quicker too.
Oh, it was definitely drinking fuel more on the ground because what 8% to get to do that taxi.
Yeah, like I normally burn maybe 3 to 4% on a taxi.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow, that was a hell of a turn.
Which definitely has a lot more friction on the ground.
I bet
I'm not
that
sure
went
if it's
beep, 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 crunch, crunch,
the
bang,
wheels
bang,
or the...
wallop.
I think that was to do with keeping it stuck to the tower well.
Already.
Because we did have a lot of issues with it sliding sideways off tower or anything over like 1.
Yeah, I think it was doing like 25 knots and it just blew us all off the deck.
Yeah, you just sort of like vibrate a bit and then die.
We had issues with the Hornet just trying to lock up on the catapult because every time you're approaching the cat for shuttle lock on, you slide just so far off as the ship just bounds on the wave. You're just a little left, a little right, a little left. I feel like I'm sleeping in a cruise.
Got a file to upload.
Also on the Harrier, when I had the brakes on and I spooled up, it's got that thing where it doesn't.
Doesn't what?
You know, you got your brakes on, you spool up, or I started moving.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. The brakes don't feel powerful enough.
They're not. I've seen a Harrier on with brakes on and chocks in, jump the chocks and fuck off, leaving two big black lines across the floor when the engine ran away.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life, I've seen it twice.
The engine is that powerful, yes.
It's a huge engine.
Yeah, the thing about the Pegasus is it's so powerful it will chew itself out of its own plane if you... It has teeth.
It was also, at the time, the fastest accelerating engine, not ground speed or S-speed. The engine would go from idle to full throttle quicker than any other jet engine in the world at the time.
Oh yeah, I love a full wet thrust takeoff on this thing. It takes off like a badass.
Oh, when we get to see Harrier, it'll be amazing. Radar.
I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world. But tell you what, it gets up to about 350, 400 knots quicker than...
Well, if you watch when Cap did the drag races, the Harrier was only beaten by Su-27s and F-15s in the last few hundred meters. It was ahead the entire.
Yeah, the Harrier's climbed to 15,000 faster than any other aircraft.
It'll climb at 300 knots to about 15,000 feet as well, at like 15-degree climb or more.
Yeah, that's why it's got the record to 15. Once it reaches 15, though, everything else passes it with afterburners. But nothing will beat it to 15,000.
That's why we call her the jump jet, because she literally just jumps the fuck off the ground.
The first person who drove one of those off a fucking flat deck in the Marine Corps must have been hard as nails. Like the ramp would give me that false sense of security, like on the Royal Navy carriers. But just flying off the end of a very short deck on one of those landing thingies, amphibious landing ships.
At least
I imagine originally it would have been just a fly off.
Yeah. I spoke to Avia B pilot and I asked him why the Marines didn't adopt the ski jump, because it gives you so much extra ordnance, and they said they needed helicopter space, so that's why they didn't use it.
That makes sense.
Because you imagine being one of them first RAF Harrier pilots. It's like, right, just hop in and take off.
There was an obituary of the guy who was the test pilot for the Kestrel as it was, and he could get the plane into a hover, get it to 20-degree nose up, and then he'd do a fast climb from 20-degree nose up hover stance. And it was like he was the only person in the world who could do it, and they like banned anyone from trying it in the RAF.
Well, the first Harrier pilots, a lot of them killed themselves.
Yeah, it was a killer when it first came.
Yeah, because it didn't have the computers to keep it stable. It'd just flip you and kill you.
John Farley just died in June, didn't he?
Who? Yeah, I think that was that guy who I was just
John
talking
Farley. He was the test pilot for the Harrier. He's the guy that you see in all the programs about it.
Yeah.
One thing I find funny about the Harrier is that the early generations had to do tobogganing to air refuel. Where
What's that?
They got so heavy that they couldn't keep up with the tanker, so the tanker had to do a slow descent so the Harrier could then dive with it and keep.
No way.
Yeah. When they were ferrying all to what was it? The Middle East.
Cyprus.
Not Cyprus. The
Aden?
in Central America. What was the thing?
Oh, Belize.
Yeah, the Belize. When they ferried them over to Belize, they would do the tobogganing to get over to the tanker, and then when they went to Ascension Islands as well, they had to do it there.
Yeah, I know that.
It's the first Harrier Boys book. Fucking amazing.
Well, yeah. Didn't they, like the first pilots? They got helicopter pilots, did they? That was the problem.
Yeah,
that was the problem. Americans, because the Americans put helicopter pilots in them, and they just kept flying into mountains.
Trees.
Oh, the Americans.
No, this wasn't it. The Americans, the Harriers kept crashing, and then what they did is they put the Harrier pilots through helicopter training, and it reduced the casualty rate and the crash rate.
Yeah, it's basically a helicopter without the rotors.
They did the same in the UK. Yeah, they did the same in the UK. They put them through helicopter training, so that they could understand what hovering was
and what it feels like under your ass.
One of the first ones that went over to America, they asked him to do some live ordnance drops, and he hadn't been cleared by the MOD, so it was technically an illegal munitions drop because they dropped American bombs because they didn't take any ordnance with them over. They just took them over to show Americans what they were and when they were. And then the Senate wanted to see it as well, so they took it to one of the airfields in DC. But it turned out that the DC runway had just been tarmacked.
Someone's saying
so then
the
this
nose
Harrier
wheel
comes
steering in the Harrier
VTOL
in the
onto
Mirage
this
is
new
broken as well.
tarmac
So
and
let's get rid of this and let's get in the server. We need to test
so
Vigan BK90s and we need to test the Mirage.
Yeah, I read about that. That's funny.
Without putting the
So
fixes.
who's going to go to Fairford this year just to see the Harrier?
I would if I was there.
I remember seeing one when I was about 3 or 4, maybe 5 years old, and crying because it was so loud. It was doing like aerobatics in a hover, and I was probably about, I don't know, less than 100 meters away from the thing, and it was just so loud it made my ears.
I'm quite fortunate. I only live about 15-20 minutes from RAF Cosford, where the big air show is, so I used to see him all the time growing up.
I'm fearing an air show of a different kind. The US government's under shutdown, the UK government's arguing with themselves, the French government's having heavy protests.
If you do the Harrier, there's a commons
Russia invaded Ukraine and when? 3, 2...
Falx's operations at 6:30.
Australians New World Power.
11:30 tonight, so in 2 hours.
You need to come save us.
Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, let's, did I start DTS? No, I did. Let's get back. Oh, later.
Germany doesn't want
sorry,
war.
missed that. Hi, Danny.
So
yeah, I saw you post there. Yeah, long time.
Right.
Are you gonna go Falx's
Yeah,
up later tonight?
Jeremy's doing it in fire stealth.
I might
I might
see if I can stay awake, but I didn't get any sleep last night.
We don't want war.
I am absolutely knackered. I got 2 hours
the
earlier.
4
Shifty
strongest military
"Go to sleep,"
on
and I said,
the
"I can't.
world
There's an op." And he says, "You can get a couple of
currently
hours." I went,
under
"Yeah, all right
protest
then, mummy."
So, yeah,
Should
he's
have
probably
daddy.
having a time of it.
I've just drunk 3 bottles of Budweiser. I'm on my 4th, and that's the last one in this ice pack. So I'm gonna have to go and get a drink shortly. So let's go
Happy
and
New
try
Year.
BK90s and nose wheel steering on the Mirage. So multiplayer.
It's gonna get worse though.
So
it's going to get worse before it gets better, definitely.
So they say
there's
the
going to
nose
be a
wheel
vote no
steering
confidence, and
is
then it's
broke.
going to be a choice between Corbyn or whatever.
She won.
And they say that the BK90s is broke.
I'm not surprised she won.
By a decade, but she won.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Oh, I thought the vote
I nearly went
was
with the
on
Vigan.
Brexit deal, not.
I saw Shifty in the
confidence.
Vigans.
No, she had the vote
yeah,
with,
let's all do Vigans then. We'll go Vigans
Brexit.
together.
She got raped. Then Corbyn basically put forward a vote of no confidence, but she won that. as you would expect her to do anyway.
The A10.
Which is amazing considering how much her party hates her right now.
Look at the
Yeah, but they don't want to let
Corbyn more, don't
Yeah, Corbyn is a bloody dangerous man.
He's an idiot.
They want.
Yeah.
I think what they've got something planned. Someone's going to replace her. They want her to take the role of Brexit, they know as the Brexit woman, and then someone will come in after her.
Truth is, she didn't have a chance.
Sounds like you UK folks are waiting for your
stealing
own
other
Donald
people's
Trump.
quotes now, you little swine.
Boris Johnson.
Hey,
I never
He's been
ever
trying.
We now have Fox 5.
But Boris Johnson actually is quite intelligent, even
Well,
though he's a
that
bloody
should
buffoon.
get ready to flaming auntie. Laughing
Well,
with
you said
answer.
there,
Basically, it's
those
background
two terms
noise.
were mutually exclusive.
I think it'd be fun to have him for PM. Why not?
I mean, considering the alternative, I'd rather.
Actually, if I go down to Corboletti, yes.
Ha 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 ha.
So how do you select?
Sadistic git. Right, I just
the
want to try
RWR
nose wheel steering.
signature
So
with the
let's go
harms
nose
then.
wheel steering thing.
I.
Yes, the
Cycle through I.
Hey guys, you're breaking Discord rules.
Why?
No politics or religion.
We are.
Allah Akbar. For
We're fully-
Brexit.
we are
Oh,
fully
they have
grown
broke it
men
as well.
and
My nose wheel
Right.
steering's not coming on.
capable of having a civil discussion.
Except maybe
Bam,
Tail.
bam, bam.
I'm
They've broken it completely.
Tail's under 20, he's a kid.
You have to put the fix in, guys.
I just want
Well,
to
there's one confirmation. Yes,
find it hard to
confirmation.
believe you're
They
having
have
a
broken the Mirage. I know. I thought that it was just
British
spring switches that like these ones here.
Oh
See, that is
he was the
working.
mayor of London for.
I would call him an analog for Trump, not a
What's his
copy
name?
cut.
That's
not a
working.
cookie.
Boris Johnson.
That's working.
Boris
Oh,
Johnson.
look, they
He's
slide
famous
now.
Trump as well.
He's famous for
that's what's happened in the Harrier as well.
Anything that
They now
England has
slide.
first.
They don't.
It's just always good. TV shows.
They're all very much
crazy people,
smoother.
stars, songs. They had it all first.
Smoother.
Is he Trump or is he more like Bush?
Smooth operator.
He's more
Oh,
like
have they
Trump.
fixed this?
He's definitely got.
No, they haven't. They're lying bastards.
It's weird with Boris.
They
because
said
it's
they'd
like he
fixed the
knows
English
he's
cockpit.
smart. You can see
And
him
they
from
haven't
the front,
looked.
he's
Yeah,
smart, he knows.
It's still bloody
he's a very
French.
intelligent person, but I think he uses his buffoonery to trick
Brakes
people.
on. The brakes
I
come on?
think.
Yeah, brakes come on.
You
Right,
watch
afterburners.
watch him on Have I Got News for You, which is a
Well, it still
physical
says AB
comedy
for afterburner.
show. It's interesting.
Oh, hang on, there's
What's
the
funny between Trump and Bush
I
is
throttle
on
up.
an intelligence level, they're about the
Yeah,
same
that's
level.
definitely broken.
But
Ah!
Trump doesn't have a conscience like Trump. Like
So, is it just...
Bush is a God-fearing man. He honestly.
Yeah, but Bush was a retard.
See you guys.
I thought it was
True,
that
but
one.
at least his
W.
intent is.
Need to press the button, don't
That's
I?
why you hire people who are smarter
Nose
than
wheel
you to
steering,
help you do
IFF
your job.
interrogate.
I'm assuming we're talking
Yeah,
about
that's definitely
junior
not
rather than
something
senior.
Well, that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so that doesn't work. That's great. I'm going to have to put the fix in there then.
Well, senior
People tend to
actually
be-
And
brilliant
We tend to
as
think
far as
that people are retarded until we realize that they're actually working for their own end,
Snarky.
and then you're like, oh, okay.
getting
Well,
an
if you want to be an asshole, you're doing a great job, and you're.
I don't expect
if you've invested in those companies that you're getting to go work for you. Yeah.
I don't expect any
Did I put
politician to
some
do
Tsunaki?
anything that is not 80%
Nice
self.
ship hunt.
Damn, you have low hopes.
They're politicians, Tail.
Where are they?
Yeah, well, if he's got low hopes, he can't be disappointed.
I mean,
80%
even,
shellfish.
even the pinnacle of British Prime Minister Churchill, he's done
Does any-
previous things.
Off topic. Does anybody have like a default mission, caucus mission with just like basic stuff already in it?
Yeah, I've got one.
I have a Persian Gulf if you want one.
I just need something for
We already got them on, have we?
Stall and
Oh, yeah.
cap, and
Okay.
it's just
Start up.
quick. I need to put the C101 on.
Oh.
Tail
Why they're
third.
asking me to
start
do it, but
Just
Tail
dude,
does.
yeah. Is that? Are
Alright.
you asking for it, just?
Vigan,
yes,
start up.
please.
Stand
Okay,
by.
I'll fire
Current
you.
Thank you.
status.
Navigation, missions, fuel, repairs and systems.
I guess so.
Maintenance complete.
Tail, there are 3 things in this world you never
Ignition.
trust. A politician, your government, and a corporate.
Chevy 44 Bulky cleared the taxi to runway 27.
And people down under.
Well, yeah, people. That's the real problem.
Now then, we need a cartridge.
That's right.
I need to put a cartridge in. Where's the cartridgey things? Right, now then, if I turn...
I don't trust Disney either.
I'll say Irish people, you'll have to keep up with those polls.
Yeah. Chevy 43 Bulky cleared for startup. Wind 012 at 7 meters per second.
Oh yeah, we've got these.
Devil Rat can burn in hell.
That's
and I say that as a Floridian,
41,
so I know exactly what I'm talking
about. Oh yeah, 41.
You've got FARPs, I think you've got FARPs in there, but you've definitely got tankers in there and carriers all set up, so you just basically want to drop in whatever planes you want to do stuff with.
Very cool.
23, they're the ones.
Chevy 41 Bulky cleared the taxi to runway 27.
Actually, I have to do that. See if the Seagulls work now. And I don't know if
let's
they
take
do.
that. We'll take that auto-generated attack.
Speaking of Disney taking over the world,
we'll do that one. They're the ones. I just want to check. So 42, 20, 50. 42,
yeah, I watched
23,
all
22.
of them. I'm trying to remember which one that was.
42,
where that cartoonist becomes
20,
Waldo,
50.
and then he has like a
42, 23, 21. Yeah, that's it. Right, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Thank you. We'll take that one. Put that cartridge in and auto-generate my mission, please, EO.
Take over the world is fucking mental.
Auto-generate.
Searchlight's funny as well.
Yeah, I did it.
The garage pretends to be like
let's try this out. Woo!
Just once.
And then totally fucks it up. And then thinks, shit, I'm actually winning. He does everything he can to try and not get elected, and he just gets him into power.
Well, you're there, aren't you? You're in the Discord. Just jump on the server, have a play. When the application's open, just fill in an application.
All right, I'm gonna put this
but if you come on the training server and get yourself known, that's always a good start.
I guess they're gonna do the C101, the CC model.
So, well, that's done.
Yeah, that thing's not on Steam, is it?
So, which waypoints is where then? Which waypoints? We've got waypoint 1, waypoint 2, no? Waypoint 3?
It's alright, so far most of it doesn't really work. So, I mean, it works, but it's got some issues.
Uzi 11 Bulky cleared the taxi to runway 27.
I'm not used to leading flights.
B3 is only 30 kilometers away. Alright, we'll leave it on B3. Put it back there. Okay. Ready to go. Ready to go. Let's go.
Don't do what?
Don't disconnect.
Can't get wrong for it. No, Danny's alright. He's a
this
TSB.
is one I'm
oh
going
my
to
God.
file up to Edie.
It's kind of hard to criticise because for the point where we would have been pushing in, you weren't with the critical.
Springfield 1-1 negative, unable to clear takeoff.
You get
I was being spiked.
Springfield 1-1 Bulky, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.68.
Yeah, we were all getting the same spike.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that that spike
Chevy
from the
4-3
was real.
hold position.
Get that shadow.
Chevy 4-3 hold position.
I felt we were too far out for that to be a real
Chevy 4-3 hold position.
No, I'm going.
Chevy 4-3 hold position. Chevy 4-3 hold position.
Yeah, the 29 spikes are difficult to judge. It could be you could get himself grass, or it could be something that's spiking someone else 50 miles.
Yeah, I'm in a Harrier. I'm just going to err on the side of caution. Just stay fucking away from me.
In all honesty, that's what happened to me on that night mission. I got so blasé of the flanker spiking me every 5 seconds. But it actually got on my tail. I didn't realise until it actually launched, but it was too late.
That's it. And you have Capcom guys, what are you doing? You're so far back. And I'm like, well, we don't know where the hell they are. You're telling us they're 20 miles away from you, and we don't have a radar to tell us where they are.
Yeah, I was looking on F10 and I couldn't see the fuckers.
No, there was no fog of war, it was only allies, so... Yeah, we were about...
we're on open beta,
30
mate.
to 40 miles.
You have the open beta installed.
What I did see was Hornet missiles, so I got a rough idea of where they're supposed to be. But I was like, I don't want to be anywhere near their radar shadow. I don't have the fuck with their 15.
Really could do with someone who to get really good with lot ATC or something and actually start to use that properly to proper ATC and control, because that would have made things a lot better. Just to know where the threat was and know if the Harriers in a bit closer earlier.
Okay. My second set of BK-90s did work, but the first set just crashed into the ground. The second set just didn't actually hit anything.
Has it been long enough? Can we argue with Tebro to give us an AWACS fund?
It would be nice just to have like an AI AWACS just to tune into if you're happening, or even if you're ground pounder because you know when to run away.
Yeah, request pictures. 20 miles off my nose, 40 miles off.
I should be switching. It's not switching.
My favourite part was...
Definitely not switching. Bloody swine.
My favourite part was where the Allo's flight came in the wrong direction. So...
Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? It's already...
I want me some J-stars, that's what I want.
It's already done. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where everything is on the ground. Just link 16.
Uzi 1-2, Kolki, cleared for startup.
Yeah,
Wind 0-1-1 at 7 meters per second.
Almost data link between them. When that happens, God knows.
Raspberry.
Yeah, the thing is, Harrier is actually, even now, is great fun to fly. It's just, you just know it's going to be better at some point, and it's when's that some point going to be.
I guess whenever they stop building more planes than they can support.
Yeah, what's the latest? I saw that they've now done the Broncos you can be in cockpits. Like, Jesus Christ, why are you even doing that when you've got the Harrier to finish off, the Mirage to finish off? Farmer, I know, looks like it's pretty much done, but it just spreading themselves so thin when they only got like a couple of programmers.
Yeah, it sounds like bad marketing. They're trying to get more new releases to funding it. Since the Harrier's been around for, what's it been, 2 years?
Best part, I guess.
It's been waiting for the 15th, for the 18th, mate.
December 2017 episodes.
Pretty sure that they've been waiting for ED to develop the core functionality.
Something happened to the waypoint there.
I know that the Harrier AV-2 Plus is waiting on the Hornets to develop because the radar requires the Hornet. Since it's basically the same bloody model.
How do you get the mods
it's silly things like the fact that when you cold start a Harrier, the point track.
Oh no, you don't need a lot of ATC, but yeah, you need to download
shouting that for ages, and it's still not been fixed.
Join in on the missions,
it took them how long to get the ripple effect working in the Harrier? It's like, yeah, I can appreciate the more advanced systems we might be waiting on the F-18. That makes sense, but when these basic systems just aren't fully functional correctly,
there's a channel on the left there.
Basic core functionality would be hot.
No, I couldn't put a waypoint.
I think it points to.
Did you hit the mark button? Because normally you have to sort of like hit an initial mark point just to get it all started. Then it seems to work after that.
Oh, you said mark when you did that in the comms. I thought you said map, and I was like, well, so I'll try cycling the map again. But I don't think that's going to do.
But lot ATC.
Yeah, it's a known issue with the Harrier. If you hit mark, just like.
It's an add-on program that you pay for if you want to sit and do ATC. It's a separate program that's running on the server, but you don't need it.
Out of interest, was me reading out the waypoints to everybody of any use or not?
I don't know. I couldn't put any.
I didn't enter it.
Didn't have time to while we were staying in formation.
We kind of did and kind of didn't. And then we had somebody talking on guard that was basically overriding what we were saying to the tail end.
Maybe I should just put it in chat or something. You know, sensible approach.
Nah, because all the takeoffs, so we'd just get caught up in the spam.
No, I mean, like members chat us in Discord. Just quickly go in there, bite it down and bit across.
Yeah, might be better.
They don't even have the waypoint there now.
The radios are easier then.
So in real life, you would have like obviously a flight frequency, or then would you have like a common flight frequency for that strike package that would be shared by all the flights, and then you have guard also for like a proper emergency stuff.
Right, right height. Emergency. Coming up on the right speed.
You'd have a lot more than that.
Red lights out. Here we go.
Yeah, they switch between a lot.
And I'm sure in reality they would have had some sort of to have GCIs operating to enable comms between different packages quite easily.
So if you had a nightmare scenario, I have a JTAC in my armor who at one time was handling 7 different radios.
Get up there, release! To release, open away.
JTAC net, something, case vac or something. And then the standard cast.
We're going standard.
And he's bouncing
forward, they're gonna miss like
among all of them.
No, they work.
Uzi, 1-2, Colkey, clear the taxi to runway 27.
Tell his commanding officer, shut up, I'm trying to hear the...
Oh no, they went good. That's good. That's good.
He wasn't doing it with us, he was doing it with his other group that he had to do it with.
Yeah,
we
that
don't
worked.
normally do stuff that complicated in Hellhounds.
Not damn bloody thing.
We typically have 1 to 2
nothing's burning.
CAS pilots at all, and they're only on 1 net.
Okay, let's go.
Squad or long range. That's it.
How high have I got?
CAS talks on long range.
I'm up through Shifty's clouds.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna guess that you have an in-flight channel, and then you bounce your other radio between all the other things that you.
No, I thought they'd fixed that. Sunshine.
Yeah. Well, Arma is not so
we've got
kind when it
dogfire
comes to
over there.
radios. It completely relies on whatever the hell you're running.
No, that's fine.
You're running TFAR or a couple of its other similar analog.
Oh, look, doggy fights.
There's a couple others out there. I just can't remember what
Who the hell that future?
Well, the BK90s work.
Yeah, mine worked the second time round. I'm just having another go now, see what I did wrong. Maybe I got my QFE.
I've just put the cartridge in on auto, whatever it is, auto waypointy things, and it's just set up to go kill the BTRs and that over by the oil tanks.
Future, you're
Well, if this goes to plan, this harm missile will have killed a big bird at 90 miles. It's not got there yet. Let's just.
It's snowing again. How is it snowing again?
Hold on, hope.
Shouldn't be snowing.
Yeah, Future, when are you gonna come
I
fly
set
with
the
us?
temperature higher.
When, you know, school doesn't interfere with this. I get home and you guys are in the middle of flying.
Ugh. When's your next break?
Spring.
Ugh. Damn, you're like Monday through Friday constant.
Let's see if I can adjust the waypoint ever so slightly.
What's your degree?
Okay. That's my degree.
Are you not in college?
Senior year, dude.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Even more.
Yeah, you only get Mondays and Fridays, yeah.
Going way too high now.
February. Why not? Y'all don't get off for President's Day anymore.
Let's try that. Okay.
I actually need this one.
Well, at least you're in the home stretch. Stick with it, man.
Yeah.
God damn, y'all are making me feel old. My son.
So you just think that he's in senior year and he's still like a kid. He's not. He's like a 30-year-old guy who still can't get through.
That's not my weapons. They're my weapons.
Voice. I've been divorced 12 times already. Karen
Oh no, missed by miles.
What I would give to be young again.
Kids have already gone past you in school.
Somebody else has just dropped something there. Well, at least I got an oil tank.
Get out of high school.
Should have had two, but one oil tank will do. At least we know
Oh, mother of God. Madre de
we
Dios.
know they work. They work.
I'm 20 years ahead of you. You got no sympathy for me.
Try me.
You're not 30 yet.
Oh, right. I haven't had my midlife crisis. Sorry.
He hasn't got sympathy.
I haven't had my midlife crisis yet either. I still get carded. I'm not that old.
He may give us sympathy.
How do I put
We
this
give
into
him his
terrain
sympathy because
following?
he's going to live in a world where he's ruled by poo.
That button. No, that button.
Ouch,
That button. That's a button. That's terrain avoidance mode.
Fight, die for it. What is it Warhammer said? It's a sign of strength to cry out against your fate, rather than lower your head and succumb.
What do you think? Future's already learning how to fly all the Russian jets at DCS.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus. Comrade Putin, I know good Russian planes. You put me in flanker. I fly for you, yes?
Duh.
Da, comrade.
His best class. His best class in his senior year is Russian.
You see, for Future, he's got it great, though, because when he gets employed by the Russian Air Force, he gets the high-fidelity Red 4 jets that we don't get to have.
Exactly. Beat that motherfucker.
He goes straight in for the SU-57.
I'll take my AIM-9X and like it.
First thing he does is push the Cobra button and kills himself.
Not even on my solo yet. You know, I still got like my instructor pilot in the back of the flankers. And, you know, I just hit the, oh, what does this button do? Oh, we're dead.
They're with your Tailorons. Okay, we need...
Tailorons back and forth.
You're gonna spawn an SU-25 or Godada.
You with my Tailoron back.
That'd be cool. I haven't flown an
Don't
SU-25 yet.
touch my motherfucking Tailorons.
The Tailorons.
Well, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure, never a chore, and I will see you all soon.
Alright, thank you.
Bye for now.
Hello. Bye-bye.
Does anybody know in the Vigan, when you're doing time on target stuff, if the tail fin is above the vertical, the velocity vector, is that you're slow or fast?
I'm sorry.
Fast.
So I need to go slower or rarer?
Time on target, or is that just velocity?
Well, like in the Vigan, the like tail fin on your velocity vector will like shift up and down depending on if you're slow or fast for your waypoint, depending on time on target stuff.
Yeah, you want it tight so it looks like a plane end.
Plane. Yeah, but at the moment it's floating way above my velocity vector. So
Colty, cleared for startup. Wind 008 at 7 meters per second.
my Discord isn't working properly, so I can't actually do my push to talk while in game. I have to focus the Discord.
He can't hear you through his screen door.
Anyway, gents, I'm going to make a move myself. I'll catch you guys tomorrow potentially. If not, see you in the weekend.
See you later, Sofa.
See you later.
I shall journey to ancient Greece to continue my odyssey.
Oh boy.
Peloponnesian Wars, man. Good time.
Wait, ancient Greece?
Okay, so the Mirage is broke, but the Vigan isn't.
Correct.
So they all did it wrong earlier.
It's disgustingly good.
In the previous games, yes.
No, I kind of like the rebooted combat. I mean, it's something better than counter. Now, timing actually matters.
Whatever floats your boat, man. If it makes you happy. I can't yuck someone else's yum.
You know, what?
Yeah, different palettes, different strokes for different.
Yeah.
I wasn't too big a fan of Origins. I mean, I liked the gameplay, but because it's the deserts of Egypt, it was so barren and Aya was just not used as well as she.
Oh, that's some frame drop. Is that because I got the radar?
Odyssey is a lot more fleshed out in terms of gameplay.
That's not made any difference.
Quite a lot.
No, it makes no difference.
Yeah, everybody thinks that it's Ubi's fucking with the canon. I'm telling them, you need to play the game. If you don't play the game, then you're not going to understand how it works. There's a method to the madness, even if it's all mad. I mean, it's Ubi.
Really makes you think.
I mean, it kind of just starts off throwing questions in your face that you don't know how to answer, and there is a lot of exploration. Like, I was near the original max level cap, which was 50, 70.
Press F10 and it'll give you a map, and then you'll be able to see where you're going.
Jeez.
Just like that.
There's a lot of shit.
Look at the map, use your scroll wheel to scroll you in and out. You'll be up here
like
a good adder.
Yeah, it never felt like a grind because
you can,
there was so much to do.
You can either
it just
fly out and kill ships over there, or you can come down and kill these. But
was it different stuff today? Because I always used to find that it was there was loads of stuff all over the map, but it was the same 6 things over and over.
I thought I was going to get
well, some of the more basic military camps fall into.
It's a very steep learning curve. I mean, if you thought armor
was like 5, 6, maybe 7 archetypes
it's about
of
the
different
same
types
par.
of camps of varying sizes.
It's on about the same
then
par
you
with
have
armor.
these really large.
Depending on how many aircraft you want to fly.
From an actual literal fort.
The game's free and you get 2 free aircraft, but after that you've got to buy aircraft.
There was also.
It's like buying DLCs if you like.
They'll have varying levels of different kinds of cover, so you know your style of assault.
Uzi 13, Kolki, cleared the taxi to runway 27.
Ooh, I'm getting tired.
I'm
not sure if I'm going to make flex. I haven't even done anything to eat.
Felt like it was tertiary.
Grandpa's talking.
And apparently I need an electric toothbrush.
I'd say for Assassin's Creed fans, the one thing
I've got a Dremel. Do you think a Dremel will work?
Assassin kills with that little broken spear instead of a hit.
Oh, you've already got Flame Cliff 3.
But it's a minor thing. The spear
Oh, you're going for the A10. That's a good choice. A10 and F18 are going to be the 2 top aircraft, I think.
Really gruesome.
Closely followed by the F14 when it comes out
the guy
in the next few
right
weeks.
in your face and you manage to get the assassin.
And then the Harrier, Mirage, whatever else you want after that.
Like
they're
one
going to be
spear
the
shot,
top
he
aircraft, I think.
Rams the spear through the guy's throat, and if that's not enough to kill him, as he's trying to yank it out, he breaks his neck. You hear the audible cracking.
SU-25
and then he
just rushes
on the other side of the guy's throat and finishes
to the A10, really, if you like.
And I'm gone.
It's really gruesome shit.
Okay.
But I mean, it's Assassin's Creed. We stab people for fun.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm off.
Adios. Frickin' rage.
Frickin' Pograts.
Frickin' rage.
What's happening?
It's rage! For another mission.
This Mirage update ain't so big. It's just basically little click animations.
Yeah, it hasn't turned out to be what we thought it was going to be, but you're going to have to put the fix in because the nose wheel steering won't work without it.
Yeah, I've done that. I don't think it's the big update. It's just like, I think it looks like they're just doing it bit by bit. Because none of the systems have changed, and the ground radar is not in there yet.
Man, I'm loving this harm update.
Can't change the TDC mode anymore.
Oh, forget we've got a load of wind there, haven't we? This is why Sanaki's ILS isn't working.
Target fixation, yeah.
I guess. Right, gear down.
I wasn't sure if was
because we're coming in from the different direction of Sanaki.
On his own.
Well, you Cap's like, draw them out, draw them out, draw them out.
This is going to be an interesting landing then.
He's inside
I've never landed
the
the big in this wind before.
And then he gets hit by Sukhois because the rest of the Cap guys have sat back. Because that's what they were told to do.
I disconnected, so I didn't even get started.
Spud knocker. Never heard of him.
He's a little YouTuber.
Hogget YouTuber, apparently.
He's pretty good. He's just a bit. His videos are a bit dry, but then we're used to Cap's crazy shit.
The runway lights are switched off.
This video on the harm is so fucking boring.
Yeah, and his MiG-19 one. It was he's perfect Hogget because he's like by the book sort of bloke. Missionary only, please.
Wait, are you saying you?
Say what?
He broke up.
Were you saying that he was in the mission today?
Yeah, he turned up. He was a guest. The Grim Reapers. We're reaching out.
And he found out firsthand how unorganised we are.
Well, he must have raged quit.
How easy we make it look.
It's like, have you got waypoints? Have you got this? Have you got that? And they're like, no, you wing it now.
Put the seal on your left and the ground on your right, and away you go. Or the other way round tonight.
Oh, I think I climbed back up. Oh, that's a bitch. Can't keep the nose up any further.
What do you think this is? A coffee campaign?
Oh yeah, still got the nose up. That's good. I think I might have to stick my
What, did he rage quit?
No, he got shot down.
He got shot down and then he wasn't there for the debrief, so to me that's where rage quit.
Well, no, it was one life, so
as
far as I saw, everyone that got shot down.
Springfield, 1-1, taxi to parking area.
Oh,
to be honest,
contacted the town and
myself, if I got shot down that early, I'd be like, nah, I'm going back to bed.
Didn't even need the thrust reversers.
I can't show this to August. I get shot down, the Grim Reapers members are still alive. Impossible.
We need to, like, get a cut together of the track file and
let's have a look outside. How are we doing?
Was he streamed? Was he streaming?
I don't know.
That seems to be in one piece. No burst tires. That looks good.
Crash is doing a Christian Eagle live stream on
Right. Oh look, the runway lights are on for him.
Full backseat access.
Actually, is it live or is it? He says on YouTube. So I don't know if it's going to be live streaming on YouTube or is it just going to be?
Gotta remember the back seat is the best seat. Okay.
Oh, he's landed the wrong way and all.
Uzi 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
So if I do,
I don't think there's anyone with low enough standards to be my backseat in the town.
I have to trust in Jester.
I'd have to
So
show
someone
down, I guess.
posted a thing in media about like, oh, when your Rio punches out, if you're a pilot, but like, what about if you get disconnected and you're the pilot, and then your Rio is just stuck in the back seat?
Springfield,
Like, do you get bounced to the
1-1.
pilot seat,
Colkey,
or
you are
do you
cleared
get
for
DC'd
takeoff when
explode,
ready.
or-
Climb
You go down with the
300
ship.
at QFE 29.68.
Sitting outside the box right there. I don't.
Well, at least it's switching the
It's
bloody
like
lights on.
respawning into the cockpit.
Right, okay.
Yeah, like if it bounced you into the cockpit, at least then you could run away.
So I need to fix
with
that.
honor.
This is DCS we're talking about. You've got some high hopes.
Put the fix in.
I know. I feel like as soon as the pilot does anything, you'll be bounced out of the server because of DCS.
Yeah.
You just got to alter right. For altering your payload, you've got to have your engine switched off.
Fall to the ground as a.
It would be cool to see, like, if the pilot disconnects, the AI takes over and like continues to run the
and then you've got to press the
Yeah, there isn't a pilot AI though. That's the thing.
the one next to your enter key. It's
I
either hash or
mentioned that
slash,
in one of the live
depending on your
streams. Someone
keyboard.
asked.
To get into the menu,
Pilot
and then
disconnects. You have to say
contact your
goodbye to
ground
Meg
crew,
for
and
him.
then you go into the rearming screen, and that'll change all your weapons.
Because if you're a pilot and the Rio disconnects, I imagine hopefully Jester AI just takes
I've got to
over
find this link that we had up earlier.
with a giant lag spike as it loads it in.
It's a true simulation. It simulates the pilot having an aneurysm. As a Rio, you have to think about these things.
The pilot's body just slumps forward onto the controls in front of him.
That's why in the back seat the Rio has like giant pieces of dowel so he can move the pilot's arms around.
No, that's why they put the mirrors in the front so that the Rio can look at the mirrors and make sure the pilot's still alive.
It's like just on pre-flight, the Rio asked the pilot, "Have you taken your pills yet?"
Did you take your Caesar pills today?
Oh,
yeah, taking my Viagra.
Right, where we put this?
Yeah, or your backseater has a high ping and keeps.
This PC.
Right.
Could you imagine
Big,
that your
3 o'clock. I don't see him. He's on your 6 now. Wait. Okay, no, you're. Yeah, he's in front of you. That was like an hour ago.
Shut him down. Good job.
I wonder if, like, if the Rio lags, is he just gonna punch through the front of the cockpit and murder the pilot?
Yeah, rip the radar cone off.
Replace clickable.
You'll be like the fucking Mirage as soon as it gets dusted by a light spring.
That should be it.
Slams through the
That should
pilot
be it.
and
That's all I
murders
need to
him.
do. Apparently.
Pilot gets thrown out the canopy.
Apparently, that's all I need to do. I got it. Great. We need to start an at-shifty mover school. How much you change?
That's why you need a booster seat for the Rio, so you have your vertical separation.
SA-10 dead, 1 run, 1 hornet on the training server. Oh, you don't kill that! Oh, well, you knew that was gonna happen.
And some diapers, just in case everything's going as planned, except the pilot is a little out there.
We're gonna need lots of diapers.
We can't have fun getting in there with.
I think Spadnocker tonight crashed.
Even Hornets. Damn, I am flagging here. I don't think I'm going to go on much longer, kids. I'm not going to make
I
Phelps'
watched the
mission
track
tonight.
file that Arnie posted, and that's.
Not unless I can get a pick me up somewhere.
Yeah, he got shot down by 27 by an ER.
Yeah, he took an ET or an ER to the face.
Unfortunate.
He dodged one,
like
got 2 harms off, and then got shot close
Still got
range.
an hour and a half.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to put it on a notch, but
Actually, isn't he doing World War II tonight? Let's have a look. Players Ops. I think he's doing World War II tonight. I can't be.
Too close for that shit, son.
Using the Iron Front World War II mod.
But he was just the only one out there. Everybody else seemed to be still back at base.
I can't be bothered with Iron Front.
It's a lot. Shows a lot to be said with flying with the same group of people all the time. I think.
Oh yeah.
If you fly with the same Hornet pilots and the same Harrier pilots, you get to know everyone's like idiosyncrasies of how they fly,
Go any further, but...
and so you can almost precognitively guess what they're going to do next.
So you can guess that Progress is going to come in
remarkably
like
quiet tonight, isn't it?
Exactly, because he's been drinking it or something.
Whose fight was he in though? Because like, how did they let him get out on his own? And he wasn't.
Tebro was running the show, wasn't he? He was leading.
Tebro was in an A10, I think, wasn't he? I know that was Seth.
I wonder if Cap's figured out how to do the track files yet.
Someone's to blame.
Someone always to blame.
If you go into mission editor, I'm not sure if this is going to work.
Someone wasn't calling him back.
If you go into mission editor
and
open mission,
who's to blame for this?
See,
find
here,
the culprit and
this
throw
is the
him
bit
on
I
the
was on about. If I go in,
so I got my DK90s to work on that on the fucking training server. Fuck's sake!
Where's tracks?
Holy mother!
Tracks.
I knew I should have taken the high drag bombs.
And multiplier. There's nothing there.
What happened on in the mission?
I dropped one set and they like pretty much exploded exactly underneath my cockpit. Underneath my plane, they like dropped off the rails and just disappeared. And then the second set
can load, like I've just
did their
done
thing,
this one.
but just sort of scattered their cluster munitions where there was absolutely no enemy target.
Yeah, I was watching you on stream when your second set.
So this is how you do it, Cap. This is how you go, right? And,
they just seemed to just explode over the run.
Once it's loaded in the mission,
which might have been, it's really hard. I find it really difficult to actually see what, even though they've updated the radar, like, see what it is it's looking at. Unless you really know, you've like really studied that target pick. Because I did adjust it, but you're coming in through that fog at like pretty much Mach 1, and you're like, I don't fucking know what I'm looking.
It's much higher than mine, is it?
Yeah, you need to know exactly what you're going to do before you do it.
Don't you punch coordinates in for those things?
Yeah, I had a coordinate set. Me and Trash put in the coordinates that Cap had set, and then we put the one for the vehicles because we were going to.
Hey, is that better? Or a bit further
like
down.
Coordinates.
That should be about right.
Probably.
I think.
All my turn nav went out of sync.
This is the track file that I've just flown.
Damage a landing gear.
And you can go in here and you can make changes, you can take units out or whatever, you know.
So I was flying around with my right-hand landing gear hanging out like a fucking idiot.
Whatever. So you could get rid of stuff that you're not interested in, like all these ships and that out here I wouldn't be interested in for the track file I've just done. All these units up here
and then on
would
the
not be
first
interested in all that. You could remove
all
those because all I would be interested in is taking off from here and hitting that there. So I could take all of this out and save the track file. And then you just go file save as.
Yeah, you've only got to be one out, haven't you?
And then pull that back down, back to tracks, and you just rename this to whatever you want, and click OK, and it saves it back as a track file.
I changed it from Valve to standard, so I
then you
can was wrong.
Then you can come out of the mission editor.
So when I'd done it to standard, they flew in. So maybe the first set came off the plane and crashed into the ground, or tried to fly up.
I don't know why it's been. Oh, your DCS crashed. Oh dear. Yeah, it looks like mine's doing something. There's something wrong here, isn't it? And then you go, then you can go into replay, hit replay, and you can load that track that you've just saved back up. It's so easy to do. And you can take out so many things that might be causing you problems. So this is the one that we've just done. So I can go on there, load this up as a track file. This is a replay file. You click replay from the menu on the right-hand side of your screen.
Yeah, with the vegan, I printed out a load of cheat sheets that I was quickly leafing through at the beginning whilst we were sitting on the apron.
Oh,
it's pretty good. It's
like
basically
yawning like hell here.
Like flashcards, and it goes through all the different weapon systems and what you have to, what switches have to be where, and what.
One is failing fast.
Did you make that?
That's always good stuff.
No, I found it on the internet somewhere. There's like a website for like all the vegan shit. I'll put it in media now.
I'm gonna have to sort
I was
some
thinking
stuff
myself,
out.
I'm
gonna have to
because I keep
move boxes and stuff tomorrow. I've got the electrician coming in on Friday.
I've got like a big spreadsheet of them from someone.
Too many. Yeah, well, I didn't get any sleep last night. I tried to get some sleep last night. I finished the stream, I think about 11:30 or something, or wherever. Oh yeah, I had to go and get in the car. That's right. Last night I had to get in the car to make sure the car would start in the morning. to go to the dentist because I haven't been in the car in 3 weeks, and the engine was a bit sluggish to turn over, but it started, and I thought, well, I've either got to put the battery charger on overnight or go for a drive. So I thought, well, I'll go for a drive.
Look for missiles
in the car, and I'll this will be paused, isn't it? This is paused.
And like, because the RWR doesn't go all the way around, it's like I'm being sort of.
I went for a drive in the car. I took the ham radio.
I suppose I don't.
With me.
What's attacking you? I don't know. What does it sound like? Beep.
I got ham radio installed in the car, so I just take the head unit, you know, and I just plug the head unit in and
like radio switch on. It's like,
activates
like
it. So I
just record
went.
them onto your phone.
What the hell
and then you've got
is
like
happening here? So I went with that, and I went up the top of the hill. But
if I was really sad on that,
by the time I did a round trip, you know, because I mean I've got my lights on and my heater on and all that lot, so that's draining power. But I mean it's a diesel, so it's charging the battery at 85 amps. So
it's pretty good, to be honest.
It's chucking a right old bunch of power in.
Mr. B.
Oh right, yeah. This is me from inside the cockpit. This is how I was looking. This is not me moving my head. This is the cockpit moving the head. Oh look, that's interesting. The blue light actually comes on. Is that because I've now got the fix on?
You do anything in that bit. You deliver takeaways.
Ah, but it says now Driv Av. So this is not English cockpit, is it?
The thing that always got me.
You'll soon find out because that won't say AB anymore.
Yeah.
If this isn't
like,
English
do
cockpit.
all the real complicated stuff, but flying it.
Driv
no.
Av. Not Driv Av.
I'm not that serious. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got patience to steering.
So this is what I did. This is the track. This is the replay of what I've just done.
I think the best
so anyway, I was coming back because I live in the middle of the countryside. And I was coming back at about midnight, and I'm on the way back, and I thought, right, I'll just stop at the top of the hill and have a quick go of the radio. And as I'm coming along the road, I sees Motor Medic, thank you for the follow.
Yep.
I see the back end of a truck disappearing down a country lane, and I'm going, hang on a minute, that doesn't, midnight, and a farm truck. It looked like a livestock wagon going down a country lane. Now there's been a lot of rustling up here, you see, in the countryside.
Put down a marker.
And I'm thinking, hell, that looks suspicious. midnight. What farmer's going to be out at midnight? I just say afterburner. Oh, there you go.
You cycle through the data boxes on the.
So I was thinking, let's speed this up, shall we?
And then when you've got the one you wanted selected, you like just plug
in
the data.
Use control.
Yes,
it does.
Well, we know where he fucking lives.
Do we? We can go around his house then. Can we nick his lightsaber? Okay. So you use control and Z, and it'll speed up. And it speeds up by 1 each time. So here we are, getting in the Vigan.
That sounds really good. I'm going to have another flight in the Vigan.
It's really cool. I'm not sure if you can use it to program in like RB15s. That would be cool.
Yeah, so there's me getting in the Vigan.
Just put down like BX, all the BX points.
And that's air traffic control you can hear, not me.
So I think you can also just put one marker down for what you want to attack, and then it'll like pre-plot you a route through. But I don't know how good that is.
And then Shift and Z will reset it back to normal time.
Just have the attack way.
So yeah, so anyway, I get to the top of the hill, and there was a lot of traffic on 7 MHz last night from around the world. There was a ton of people in really good conditions last night for ham radio. And of course, you can do the usual outdoor thing. You can do the usual flybys. This is how Cap does his videos, you see. He does a replay and then does outsidey things, which you didn't do at the time.
It's been beeping the whole time.
And then they're like, oh, I called Raygun. It's like, fuck off.
The problem is you can't rewind, which is a real bitch.
I am much more
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic on last night. A load of Italians calling stateside, and some people in Spain calling stateside as well, asking for North America. So I got back home at half past midnight, somewhere around there, and I got into bed with all the intentions of going to sleep, but it never happened. a bit of insomnia, a bit of pain.
Once you get the hang of it, once you get the hang of it, and
terrible.
the,
Nothing happened last night that I was going to. But I managed to watch the first 3 episodes of season 2 of Warville.
Dials, it's actually becomes
quite good.
And you start looking at what the weapons are actually.
What else? NCIS was on last night, wasn't it? I just watched that.
And it's like I can literally flick through that, like UK19, like attack this, blah blah blah, and then they pretty awesome.
I watched that. I watched that.
By no way.
I watched that program about them living in Alaska.
I managed to hit something just now though. I didn't have
I can't remember what it's bloody called now. I watch it all the time as well. Life Below Zero. Is it Life Below Zero?
Got to get the target.
I like Sue. She's my age and she lives up
Uzi 1-2 Colky cleared for startup. Wind 011 at 7 meters per second.
Yeah, like Laser Mavericks, I had to find them.
So here's me coming to line up on target, and it doesn't work this time round, does it? So I'll just fast forward this. They shoot at me here, don't they? This is a good thing, because you're coming up here, you can actually look outside. And you can see them shooting at you. Because I was way off here, way off on the first approach. And they'll start shooting at me any minute.
I'm not sure if it really has to have a T-pod.
I don't know if you see the bullets though.
It has to be at least has to be
I'm way too close. Are they going to shoot at me?
And then you can press, it says AT or /PT, and it will change.
Yeah, there they go. So you actually do see the bullets. That's cool.
Just follow that down.
Because that was the problem before. You never actually saw the bullets and the AI.
It's always done that.
Yeah, you got to get up earlier in the morning to catch me, guy.
Make it point like in the A10. You can make the T-pod point anywhere. But if I get the cursor over the target, it locks onto it.
I haven't had to do that for like.
Well, I've just got one of those ATAS 120s on top of my car.
Used to be able to just like.
It makes it look like a Dodgem.
Scroll across it and it would lock on.
But it doesn't. I can set it up. Just press a button and it'll tune to any frequencies being motorised.
It only works in the hot starts now. For like ages.
Maybe see how shadowed it's there.
Do a shift Z. We can watch these things coming off in the morning sunlight. So coming in, I've got stage 1 afterburners on to keep the speed up. There goes one, there goes the other. And I can actually follow F6 here. Like I did at the time.
We just got back and then started flying.
And they miss because
today,
waypoints.
And
then if I go
Uzi
back to
1-2 Colky cleared the taxi to runway 27.
Somebody's dropping other bombs.
Yeah, a bit more practice.
But they're mine going off.
In the
morning light.
Like
but this is how Cap does his videos. This is how he captures it. He captures this with OBS or something else. I'm not sure what he uses to capture. And this is how he does it. And he can go to anybody else. He doesn't have to go to me. He can go anywhere on the track file and look at any other aircraft at the same time. The same was if you were doing a live game. Yeah. I think it's just crashed. And then it does that.
My formation flying was
it crashes to desktop. And this is a pretty powerful computer, so you can imagine what Cap goes through. I think the best thing to do is to pop through all the different aircraft at the beginning while it's paused.
Like formation flying and tanking is once you start.
I think that's the best way to do
yourself over. You got to like remain calm once you start.
And now I've got to start DCS back up and then close it again, start it back up, or track IR won't work.
Recompose.
Because it crashed out.
You should have seen
really pain in the ass.
To refuel the Su-33.
Oh, the Su-33 is so hard because it does that fucking auto throttle thing. It's like, piss off. Let me do it by myself.
That is way loud, isn't it? That's coming in here way loud.
This track file, I have no idea what Shadow is doing.
Over. Eli, are you here?
What the fuck do you want now?
Oh, well, you're pleasant, aren't you, tonight?
But then on the takeoff, I nearly crashed into an F5.
So it's just Nova I'm having problems with then. And I've done the voice training, so I don't know what's up with Nova. Maybe she's in the huff.
Probably tail, he flies all over the place.
So I got to exit out there and go back into it.
Trash. Try not to crash into it.
So yeah, I think the last time I figured this out when it was crashing to desktop like that, the best thing to do is when you're in pause.
Was I on the right side?
Is to cycle through all the F2 while you're in pause, because then it doesn't have to put loads of shit in while it's moving. And if you cycle through all the views in F2 and load it all the different aircraft values, it doesn't tend to crash out as much when you're watching tracks. But I can imagine it's a right old nightmare for Cap having to do this.
I was a bit delayed on takeoff because I wasn't expecting the thing to move forward.
So this is a pretty good computer. It's got an 8086 chip in it with 32 gig of RAM, 2 NVMe's, an SSD, and 2 other hard drives. So it's no slouch, you know. And if it's crashing out like this, well, Cap must be having a right old hard time with it. Yeah, I'm coming back on the server.
Where you should have been able to see.
I just wanted to show people
at the point of impact.
The multiplayer thing.
Maybe not.
I'll come on for a little bit, but I'm not going to be on for much longer. Like I say, I'm flagging.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't
I've just run out of drink as well. This is my last bottle of.
I don't know either.
No music is currently playing.
Well, I know it isn't. I can hear that. Silly cow.
The trouble is with this, it's like when Cap does his
quite welcome,
like commentaries on things, and he's.
DCS is a very versatile thing. It could be a lot better.
Weird, like the fact that you think, oh well,
it could be a lot better,
and then
but
someone else viewing it.
It's priorities in programming, isn't it? It's what do they prioritize? Everything has its priority. So
replays, I'd be like, that's not what I was doing. I didn't know what was going.
And it's millions of lines of code.
It's also like you watch the PvP missions and you're flying them. You don't have the.
Yeah, I mean, I do a little bit of programming, but nothing to what these guys do. And I know they use lots of software development kits and that does it for them. You know, they're not like writing machine code all the time.
2,000
like
feet
people
above
used to have to do.
Well, yeah,
there's a lot of programs that help you write the code now.
What the red assets were, so I just attacked the airfield.
Still, they've still got to do it, haven't they? So who's doing what? So Tomic's in an AJ. Ooh.
Yeah, you got well frustrated about
that. Yeah, I know.
Odin's in a Harrier. Sleazy's in a BF-109. We could go and try some more Spitfire. I've still got to do more Spitfire than I'm doing.
Oh wait, this is a different video. Anyway, I said check the screenshot of the MiG-21s that were destroyed.
And then Danny is in an SU-25.
And he doesn't realise I took a screenshot of the MFD, not the actual scenery.
I can't fly those.
And he doesn't find it.
I've never been in one, never mind fly them. Never even tried one. What's it, Tsunaki?
Yeah, I think in the attack PvP, yeah, he got pissed off at me and then he was trying to egging on people to shoot me down, I think.
I think he was. I think
if you got Flaming Cliffs 3, Danny, you could actually fly the A10A. There's A10As on there.
The ground crew.
At least you could get used with a little bit of it. I know the A10C's a leap magnitude really over the A, but you could
think I was chasing Gumbo.
You could get used with it if you got Flaming Cliffs 3.
And for whatever reason, because he was cold on me, I didn't have launch authority on him. But the whole time of the video, Cap is saying, "Fire the fucking missile! You're making a meal out of this."
Oh yeah, you were right behind me, following me, weren't you? I got lucky with that.
And then halfway through, I realised because I can see on the data link for someone else coming in on me.
See if I can still do.
So I kind of back off on you. He still thinks I'm trying to chase him.
Oh no, that's a clip wing.
Yeah, because I called in. I called to the F-18s and said I'm being chased.
Oh, I don't know what this is going to be like though. In the wind.
I think Tebro came in and shot you.
It was Tebro, a trooper, or someone.
But 2 of your missiles went awry. You shot twice at me, and they got close, but they seemed to lose.
I think there was R-27.
Let's see if they've broken the Spitfire, huh?
Yeah,
that was possibly the worst tactical PvP.
Oh, I've got to do.
It was just from the, especially from the comms with tail and like
I keep forgetting to put the trim wheel down.
It was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what's going on?
I was the only one on Reds.
I keep forgetting to
doing the like any sort of ground commander role, and when I called it on comms that there are tanks moving in on the base that I captured, Katale kind of goes, "Oh, well, I don't care about that," and he goes back to.
There was no tactical about that one.
Contact!
Public one.
I think it was open because there was just so few people in the flight.
Yeah, we had some.
I start hearing the really high pitched voices.
Yeah, everyone being like, "Oh, check this out! It's gonna be sweet."
Give me some
calm down.
Let's see if we can
Say
do
what?
this. The problem is I'm sitting. My knees are up against the
well, I
bloody
shot an
underside of the
F-18
desk,
down.
so.
And then I also hit Graham. I think, when
let's try this.
He shot at me and I shot at him at the same time.
I was giving it right run and it wasn't going anywhere.
Missiles the match.
I ended up shouting at my F-18 because
Match is a Fox one.
I mean, shit, so
I'm bloody eject.
Yeah, Shadow fires that off at Tommy.
Bail out, run away.
the AIM-7
Shot one at me.
on the F-18.
Missile's not bad. It's
I was doing so well there.
Trash. What does flashy lights and lots of different beeps mean? And he was like, "Oh, you're probably being fired on. Let's turn left." So we rolled left.
You didn't seem that phased. You sort of like continued on, dropped some like ordnance, and took a lazy right.
Oh, hang on.
You need to say it in a Swedish accent.
Yes.
You've been fired at. We'll just turn left a bit.
Hey, you guys, come on. It's fun.
Deploying Millennium Falcon tactics.
Oh, hang on.
I noticed in that TAC PvP video, Rage has got all these calls going on, but when you watch what the Cap sees, he's just amongst friendlies.
Which bit was that?
Contact!
There's a bit where you're, when we first go in, I think, Cap's watching you on the F10 map, and you've got all these calls
Let's try
going
this
out,
again.
but when you actually look at it on the F10, you're sort of surrounded by.
I almost feel like I need to.
What's my boost? Boost's alright then. Bloody hell! That was a takeoff in a bit, wasn't it?
They were off. I even checked the controls before I took off to make sure that I knew what it was for the F-15.
Well, I'll have to trim now, won't I?
Left on R. Got the tanks, right?
Yeah, trim it.
And I'm flying along, and I hit left on R, and you know, I thought they were off.
I found that too with the F-15. I always have to go.
It turns out that they'll only drop if you're in nav mode. They don't drop if you're in DVR mode.
Is that true? I thought it was because you have to be flat.
Oh, there's some wind on this bloody map.
Straight and level, and then sometimes Like, it was really sensitive to how straight.
You do have to be. You don't have to be completely flat. It's like within a 30-degree roll.
Oh, but my bloody air brakes are flappies out. That's why.
If you're in BBR,
Late PNA. No wonder I was having difficulty then.
That's what the guys.
I didn't even realise. Oh, what a twit. No wonder the takeoff was a bit squirrely.
I just had enough. Don't be able to watch it.
Give it spud knock or a guest roll is rather than look at that with a bit of blood check.
Yeah, look about 8 minutes 10 in the video before you shoot at nothing.
I think that's just a shitty in 7. I was locked.
Hi, I'm Drives. How you doing?
Yeah, because there's nothing in front of you.
Check my temperatures and things. Can't see what that one says. Looks like it's in the green. Boost to 8. RPMs. Climbing.
What's the SA page?
Does that actually matter, you know? The RPM? Because
I think that's what it is. That's what I.
Because that RPM gauge.
The placeholder message is gone now. You can see that the pages now.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think
so much boost though, do I?
I think
bring the boost down. As long as my temperature's up, should be alright. What's that one down at the bottom? Oh, gallons of fuel. Oh, there's a fuel tank up here as well. Oh, it's oxygen. So boosted for red temp is 70. That's climbing. That's good.
So
Yeah, that's good.
On my radar, that was.
What reduces drag? The RPM?
I was wondering because I saw that and I thought, what's it doing? Because it just fired and the missile goes straight, isn't it?
And just now in the P51, you've got to keep things in the green. Set your RPMs for best cruise speed. Oh, right, well.
I'm not sure if that was lag or something, because I saw.
I'm doing 220 knots.
There was a Harrier definitely around about where that F-18 was.
I'm probably in a headwind, I'm not sure.
So I saw the
It's quite windy on this map today.
I saw another Harrier, and then I saw another Harrier fly past my nose again. Maybe it was somebody got damaged or something. Disappeared off the F-10.
Prop pitch is less flat at lower RPM. Yeah, you should be able to tell the noise difference from flyby. But I'm not sure that you can. I don't know if they've got the sound model properly.
The M7
digs deeper in the air, doesn't it?
How can you see it? Why is it going in the flip? But yeah, there was definitely somebody not friendly on my radar in that area.
Was that in the F8, F15?
F18.
So it's crazy IRF.
I'm not sure if it's the IFF because it was.
I was approaching you and Tebro very early on in the mission. I shot you down.
Say it again.
Very early on in the mission. I started chasing Tebro. You and Tebro were beside each other. He let me go.
My shoulders are hurting.
And then I think you went up between him.
I think I might have to make this my last flight because I am tired.
Really
Got
tired.
this Harrier, Cap's thinking of friendly fire, but it's not. Look at going up to the head.
Yeah, I didn't have
I don't think anyone missed out on a bit of rage from
the IFF is so unreliable.
You have to shut lock ages and get
Where am I then?
close for
Oh, look at
to
F10.
give a good sniff.
The squares are friendly, isn't it?
Yeah, square's friendly and diamond's enemy.
I mean, I've had it before where it's a diamond and then I launch and then it changes to a fucking square. And this was halfway level.
Aviate, aviate.
So Cap can hear me.
And we're not talking area.
They were saying I've got a square on my HUD and I'm brake on it. And it was exposed.
Where the bloody hell is that big an airfield then?
mission where you fire on me. The same thing. I was going to turn, so I didn't know I was being sprung. Launch and return.
Should be right off my nose, but it's not behind that hill, is it?
Yeah, the last time I flew this taxi
might be, but I don't think it is. I thought it was. Oh, it's there, look, it's behind the trees. That's why I couldn't bloody see it. It was it's just there.
It was in the IR. He passed in front of one target, or I was locking at the same.
On the flight line down there.
I think I was on both sides or something. Radar. And then you cross through, because you were crossing from left to right, then I broke that.
Does anybody know when...
What? I didn't think I was going that fast down! That's how tired I am!
How dare you? We don't speak I might have
dear me. Scared the crap out of myself there.
So I like the bit of the caps having the origin.
I'll blame it on the weather.
Couldn't get my missiles to fire on the big thing. That was the problem. I couldn't get it to shoot. I had my master arm on and stuff, but I think I had the wrong dial pulled up or something. It was like, and I couldn't shoot. Because I had turned on that. I had turned on it twice. And I was ready to shoot, but I could not fire. Could not to walk the rail. We were all out of aircraft.
Wind is not push it.
The F-18s and F-15s down. The first 20 minutes.
They had to have a hard part to come off.
I don't know who that is.
And the big
area.
The 9X, they need
something crazy thing.
You can fire them without a lot of 9X. I don't think they'll track if something doesn't pop right for the super head.
I like it how he's going, oh, good dodge. I'm like, no, that's pretty much it. Just turn. Just a lazy turn.
No, I was getting that. I was gonna get him, but I couldn't get the damn missile lock, I swear.
My
dodge 3 with missiles.
My SU-33. Any clue how to use it? I didn't have the flares.
I think that is an issue with the FC3 planes, is that they are so easy compared to the high fid stuff that you almost second guess all the time. I'm always a bit like...
I'm buzzing a Harrier on the ground there.
But at the same time it's hard because you can't, like, there's no muscle memory like clicking things in the cockpit.
Because I never fly it. that could be the thing. Is the FC3 aircraft?
I don't know who's in it, but I'm sure they really appreciate me doing it.
Flying the 33 and 27.
I mean, who wouldn't appreciate being buzzed by a Harrier? Oh look, we've got green and red lights down there today.
It's cool.
Just frustrates me how short range most of the ones are for.
Yeah.
Like crazy Russian violin.
The TV screen's like almost wiped out. It's like shit.
Yeah. But actually, you can see quite a ways in the
yeah, let's go back through.
Kick the radar! Stall turn!
It'd be better if it had like a map, like with the Harrier and see where you target.
Who needs the Christian Eagle 2 to do aerobatics?
I think that I want that.
The Harrier's gone.
So bad.
Might be pissed off with me doing flybys.
I think what I miss out on for 25 is that it does come up on the HUD. So
who else is about?
If you know where they are roughly visually, put the dot.
Oh, I think the Harrier took off.
That spot,
oh, it's X.
Yeah, that's true.
He's up here doing things.
Yeah, the 25T would be a great fulfillment.
Hardly anybody on the bloody server. I think I might try and land this and then call it a night, because I am whack, guys. What, this outside view?
We don't fly
this outside view? It's a bit dinged up, this one, isn't it? No hands. And who's on? I better get back in there before I crash.
The A10, ANC, the SU-25, and the FC3 planes, and that was pretty much it. I'm the big one. 6 months later, the Harrier popped in, and then loads of other shit like the MiG-21 got usable.
What's the range on the Harm again?
Supposedly 80 nautical miles max range.
Yeah, I just thought it was just great. It did fucking miss like by a mile. It lost so much energy, and I shot it for 30,000 feet lucky.
I imagine that's what like whatever it was like.
Four magnums at the Moscow out there, and they lost so much energy. They lost so shot all 4 of them down. It didn't look like they were going to commit to the target, so I think maybe they had like a half range.
I just fired.
That was my first shot. So.
That's probably Wikipedia rating.
There's a few.
You can see that oil temperature climbing.
It's got some time.
It's actually just broken. It has a like 150-mile range, but it's just broken.
See, I bought that fucking module for the Eagle.
So did I.
Now I'm like, man, but it will, I'm sure it'll be fixed.
What's that there?
Yeah, I hope so.
Just flares.
You have to get it set up in Mission Editor and then set up in Mission Editor.
Now somebody's going to buzz me. I'm not sure if I can do this, but I want to try and. I want to try and pull straight on. try and stall it out.
JD, how fast were you?
And then kick it over.
Probably like
kick it over, kick it over, kick it over. That's it. Kick it over. Stall turn.
Feet, something like that.
Woohoo!
Just like get it to that sort of range unless you're on 40,000 feet.
Okay. Time to land.
We have like a 80 nautical mile range. I figured 40 miles, half of that should be fine.
It's really like when I saw the video there.
I'm not sure how this is going to work.
When he just cut it, and we didn't see that actually.
This is going to be a bitch because of the wind. I've been crabbing like hell. Got a load of trim on. Trim's not working.
I think it's that classic thing of everyone thinks that the next best weapon is going to be a magic bullet.
Oh, it doesn't put trim backwards, is it? No, it doesn't. Oh, the trim's working.
Like,
My trim hat
the
goes
Phoenix
forward,
is
it's
gonna
not
be
going back.
God mode. And it's not.
Bloody swine, I'm going to have to take this thing to bits on, send it back to...
A civilian airline when it doesn't know it's coming out.
I'm going to crash. I'm not careful here. I'm going to have to do something about this damn thing. I have to spray it with stuff on.
Fire. Well, I shot 4 arms.
It's way too fast now.
It sure spooks me.
Well, I think if you know how to deal with it,
Having to crab like hell.
I think launching it is quite easy.
You gotta know where it's firing at you though first, right? So you notch it, but then you don't know if it's actually a Phoenix necessarily, or if it's a short range.
I'm gonna crash. It's the bloody wind, you know.
While scanning, it's already traveled at least a third of the distance before.
That wind is terrible. I should have landed into the wind. But I don't know which way the wind's blowing. Obviously I do now.
Just like, you know.
But it's also where...
Look how much wind there is.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I should have landed
we'll be able to
that
see
way.
stuff with the radar at that sort of range, unless it's a huge...
Except there's nowhere to land on this airfield that way.
Or something. You're not going to see like an F-18 or something.
How the hell would I land that way into the wind?
Unless you got data link from an AWACS feeding you the
Definitely not
coordinates or
there.
something.
I might have been able to land that and then plow into
also have the
buildings and
advantage of,
things. I'd have to
the
have
fact that it's got
found a
30
field.
seconds on its motor, so it should have a
Maybe
pretty
land
dirty long
through that way there.
trail coming.
Up through there.
It's like over the horizon range.
Certainly. Oh,
If
I
there
could
was a
repair that.
horizon.
True.
I think.
Flat Earth confirmed.
What do you reckon?
Request repair.
Copy.
I can't argue with
I
you.
can repair it. Oh,
you win.
right, I nearly hit the
Flatter.
radar thing.
You
Oh,
lost
did
too
I
much.
hit the radar thing? Did I hit something here?
Hey, JD.
I might have hit something.
Yeah, man.
Favor.
I don't know.
It's just really easy. I want you to
Okay, it's gonna repair me.
I know, but last time you called your mom.
Amazing.
What?
Do you think the ground crew will actually collect all those bits? Oh, that looks like Danny.
Just deliver the sentence.
Say what to Rage?
Tell him he's a gun.
No problem. Any
bit icy these runways, aren't they?
That was going to happen anyway.
Yeah. As soon as he comes in, that I just.
I am much more than AI.
That was cool.
Much more.
Indeed. I am thinking that next time we should just fly away.
Wait, no. Allahu
Yeah,
Akbar.
he just did a pirouette.
Allahu Akbar.
Boom.
Well, there's my flaps going back up.
So I fired 4 arms
that
at
was
the
quite
Moscow,
cool.
thinking, and I spaced them out
Is
a little
he-
bit.
Oh,
thinking I
he's
was
still
gonna
facing the
get
opposite
them there,
direction
but
though.
it's
No,
from
he can,
about 40
he
miles.
can take
and I was
straight off
thinking
from
they'd
there.
at least get there, but it didn't even look like they were going to get there.
Yeah, I fired 4 just now at 37,000 feet on Mach 1.8, and they fell short.
Yeah, so they've stumped them. We're probably only going to get 20 miles out of those things.
They also got
You
shot
know
down
what
by
block
the
of harm they are? Or if
Did you
they're
see the? Did you see the tack view from tour guy? From that tour guy? Yeah. Did you loft them?
I didn't loft anything. Is there a loft mode for them?
No, just pitch your aircraft up. No, you know, like you do for the.
Yeah.
You basically, I don't know exactly the tack view. I think.
Come on, hurry
screwed
up.
So
Get on with this. Your
people
tyres are gone. Oh, right, yeah, you'll have to
sort of raving
repair as
over
well.
it and this, that, and the
I
other,
wouldn't
but
repair
think
in the middle of the
it was
runway,
like-
though.
I'm sure the tack default's messed up, and it
Just,
looked like
just taxi back to the pan.
But
If you
basically,
go on the
it looked
grass,
like
you
on
might not
tack
get
view
off.
that
Ah!
He pulled vertical, fired the missile.
Now you've had
it
it.
meant in a massive arc, and basically did like a top-down attack on the target.
I'm not sure if the SU-27,
Yeah, I was thinking that
the
my
SU-25
range and
can actually
everything,
go on the grass.
thing would basically be able to glide in. It had that kind of altitude and range, but I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to get on that.
Very few
aircraft
aircraft can.
North. I think that's.
If you're on the grass, get off very quickly.
See if you can beat me to it.
It's possible.
Yeah, we should
If not,
probably
it's
get
a new
see if
aircraft.
they get all of them. Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking.
Are you talking about coordination?
Hells yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
Wow!
You
tried that
realise we're in
before.
GR.
Amazing.
Dangerous talk.
How that did.
What's coordination?
It's where we all take off together, and that's about it.
Crash
We
into
all
each other
take
on
off
the
at
ramp.
the same time.
On the
Well,
carrier.
that
On the
was
carrier.
that was amazing.
It's
Everybody's complaining about it. Most viewed video. Thank you very much.
Most viewed video, so shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And also, I mean,
I'm famous.
what should have happened? What should have happened was they should have had the discussion about how we were going to take off on the at the beginning of that takeoff sequence. because
Contact!
Then everybody would have been like, that's why that happened.
Oh, how about that?
I.e., the explanation was interesting.
Secretly, Sly's actually put
Not
like
doing it,
malware on everyone's computers that makes them.
My
look
fuel
that
is on.
good.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. It's like some sort of back-end YouTube crypto mine.
Stay away from my back end.
Back-end's where it's at.
Now then, I've got to
tubing you back in. Do you?
got to try and miss this thing in front of me, haven't I?
No, I know. Now that JD has seen a picture of me at 6 years old, I'm worried about my back end.
Was that you? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's right. Not 6
I
years
knew.
old.
I knew as soon as I counted, someone was going to pick up on it.
Wow, that 500 mile strike.
How the hell am I going to get off here, though? With this bloody wind.
The more shit Hagen talks about us, the more popular we get.
So hopefully Spud gives us.
Let's just have a look outside. Where am I here? Where can I
I'm
take
guessing
off?
he's going to have to come and fly another mission. I mean, he's surely not going to release a video of what happened.
No, well, you hope not.
It's not like you stuck around to take
I
any
don't know
footage
where
of
I can
anyone
take
else.
off. I'm going to have to go
doing
down the
anything.
end of the
That
runway,
I'm
turn
good.
around and do it, aren't I?
Only I can be the star of this show.
Was he actually in the mission today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What happened? He died.
Yeah, well, I think he was the first one dead, wasn't he?
He literally, like, everyone, Caps told everyone in the briefing like 5 or 6 times, everyone stick together, stay back, draw them out, stay back, and then Spud's like, on the TAC view file, he's like 30 miles in front of everyone, taking on all the, on his own.
That didn't go well, huh?
No.
Took an ER.
Who would win, the mission briefing or one hogging?
Hey, look, it's not his fault. We hadn't set up waypoints for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How was he supposed to know where to go?
I know.
It's almost like, like, as a replacement for not having waypoints, you should have some sort of discussion before the mission.
You just, like, get paint and draw a freaking circle around the airfield. There you go, there's your waypoint.
So touchy.
There's a fucking F5 aggressor skin for the Christian Eagle, and someone can. It's the MiG 2.8.
Is there really?
It's a MiG 28 skin from Top Gun, and someone called it the MiG 2.8.
So I loaded it in.
Loaded it?
Like, yeah, I loaded it into my game, and it gave me this big
pushing
DOS
me all
box
over the bloody place.
with like all kinds of like debug info, and it loaded the loading of ECS, you know, line by line, and so I flew it for like 10 minutes and then uninstalled it because I didn't want that DOS box popping up every time I started ECS.
Okay, right. Do I have to do anything special with these harms?
Not really.
So you just select them via the stores page.
Why don't you go for the SA-10?
It's your you are and it'll cycle through.
That's the pickle button to fire, not the trigger.
Okay.
Oh hell, bells! This thing's all over the bloody place.
I don't see your heat shield up there.
Yeah, I don't know how to get it up. What do I have to do?
Click you.
Pressed it. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now you're hooked up.
Let's see if I can.
RWR has to be on us.
You have to wait for which category?
Oh shit!
Warning! 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 Oh, red alert! We're all gonna die! Game over!
Oh, I am gonna die.
You don't know what you're doing! You don't know what you're doing!
All you have to do is
Not on this
control
bloody wind.
and then E.
Can't take off from here in this bloody wind.
That's that shit. That's
Ah!
right. Only this is the
Enough. That's it. I'm done.
Well, no one
Just
falls
wait.
for the F4.
I can't be doing any more of
man,
this.
I
It's
did
11
like
o'clock.
A week ago. It was hilarious. I felt bad because the guy left.
I've been awake for nearly
He came
48 hours. So I'm going.
I thought the key
Who else was-
binding
I thought someone
F4.
else was- it must already be.
I thought F4 gets trapped by the program in this, so you can actually keybind.
I'm shagged. Right, I'm gonna go, guys. Sorry. How long have I been streaming already?
At Novo.
4 hours. I've been streaming 4 hours. That's not bad. 4 hours.
Yeah, and I couldn't
Not my
stop
usual
in time,
length,
so
but
I
oh my
did it
goodness,
when
I am so tired.
And I damaged my weight.
I should
But
really.
these
I've got.
missiles
Oh,
are
I've got
about
to
half as
have.
powerful as, or
I've
less
got
than
to have
half as
food.
powerful as an RB-15.
I've got to take tablets, and with the tablets I have.
Well, it says it's
I've
66
gotta
kilos, but
eat
I guess it
food with
depends on
them.
what the explosive is.
Can't have them if I don't have food. I'm gonna have to find something
Plutonium.
quick. I'll just go and get an apple. Ooh,
Dude, this is still
what was
a
that?
long
Oh,
flight.
F-18.
I wonder, do they have F-18s at Sochi?
Yeah, that's where I took off from.
It's all over the place.
Oh well,
in this
we're
map.
already
Far
ready.
too
I
many
have
of
one
them.
thing.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go,
have to
let's
start
burn
taking them off.
and die. I went over that the ship group out there.
They're
the
gonna have
EJ,
to
and they didn't even shoot
get
him.
their
I
fill.
was kind of upset.
You have to be quite
Of,
close to them, I think, on low.
I've lost my tail.
Short range mission.
They're gonna have to get the
Pull
foul of
over and then
F-18s
shoot 'em.
because the F-14s will be replacing. Look at the
Alright,
bloody.
ready to
Look at
take
the
off the radio.
driving. I wonder I can't bloody take off in this
Pretty
crap.
sure we won't hit each other, but let's not take the chance, huh?
Oh, I'm getting locked.
Get locked.
So I want to loft these.
By what? There's nothing on the map.
The hell was that, JD?
Anyway, let's get
Hey, that was a normal
Quitting to
takeoff, man. I
desktop.
didn't even touch my
So,
stick,
you need the fix for the
you
Mirage,
need
but everything else seems to be...
I'm at 16. I probably didn't need to be.
That's, okay then. Look like they've broken
16
anything
minimum.
yet. See anything broken yet?
These things aren't as large as I thought they were. They're
Oh.
supposed to be like 3 feet
That's what
shorter
she
than
said.
a harpoon.
Well, I've got to sort out Vicon Pro as well, because that's...
You were dying for that one, weren't you?
That keeps bringing
Yes,
up this
also
menu.
I
I know
handed
there is
it
a
over
fix
to you
for
on
it,
a
but
platter.
I
I knew you'd
can't
take
remember.
it.
I think it's the app data thing or something. You got to delete the app data folder or something. It's because of this update. The update has broken Vicon Pro.
Oh, the game crashed, didn't it? Excellent. Well,
Oh,
hooray for
we've
this
had
new
some
boat.
crashes. Right, I'm off. So, thanks for the
Maybe.
follows and thanks for your
Yeah.
subscriptions
I
today.
need you to spectate all my
It's
misses and tell me if they
been
hit
really
because
good.
I DC.
It was nice to have Ali in here
Hopefully you stole Stacy
and
as well.
and everybody
Son of a
watching it
bitch.
when we did that.
Don't say things like
It's,
that.
I know she
But
thoroughly
they
enjoyed
did.
it. She's already
fuck
posted.
you.
Tracking my
I'm not going to be able
man
to
here, and
to
he's
play the armor
gone.
in half an hour. I'm just so tired.
Ah,
I wouldn't
beautiful.
be able to make it.
Did you
It's
ever take
Iron
off
Front
your
as well,
burners,
which
or are you
isn't my
still
favourite
on
Iron
burners?
Front. It's not
I'm
my
off
favourite,
burners
but
now. I was on them for ages.
I've been
yes,
trying
you
to
were.
play as much armor as I can over the past few weeks, trying to build myself back up into it. But I just
What
can't.
kind of
tonight.
altitude do
I'm
we want to
just
go to?
knackered.
30,000 feet?
I'm
Yeah,
absolutely
man,
knackered.
we'll go way up there.
Yeah, see you, Daddy.
Yeah,
I hope you have
people
fun
feel anyway.
if you're playing with Falcon in half
I'm
an
at
hour.
your 6,
half
7
an hour, and
o'clock.
have fun there, and get on the server anytime you want. It's running 24 hours normally. Well, it normally runs 24 hours.
Well, I'm climbing at 10 degrees.
Unless it's crashed or anything. But then people PM me.
They've done something to the
and I'm
sound,
usually
so it
on it.
actually sounds like a Hornet now.
So I'm off, guys. You take care out there. Have
You
fun
know
for the
about
rest of
those
your
occasions.
evening or day, morning, afternoon,
'Cause
tea
I-
time, whatever time zone you're in.
'cause I was
You have a
trying to
great
catch you
time,
before.
and we'll catch you tomorrow for more adventures. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll do some more adventures with the Reapers.
Can you
7 p.m.
multi-launch these things, or do
GMT,
you have to launch them one at a time?
and
you
hopefully
can
I'll be
multi-launch them.
refreshed. Because
And
I
if they
might
say
even just fall
standby,
asleep
how do
here
I
in the
make them
chair. Actually, I might just
unstandby?
recline the chair because I can't be bothered to get
Maybe
out of
we'll,
it.
warm up.
That's how tired I am. That's really how bad. Oh, God, blimey.
So
Yeah,
have they got
nearly
like a
48
warm-up
hours
then?
I've been up.
lost
I managed to
Yeah, I
catch
think they do,
a couple
'cause
hours
they
sleep on
said
Shifty's
ready
orders earlier today,
about
but
5 minutes after I turned them on.
and I've still got this
Diving back down there.
this bloody Nvidia update to do as well, haven't I? Oh, before I switch this computer off. Okay, I'm off then.
So I
You guys
selected
take care out
them,
there.
and I
We'll
chose
catch you next time. Hope you had some fun.
SQ
And we'll
to
catch you tomorrow.
or crossed
And
out.
we'll see if we can rinse and repeat with the
Mine
fun.
say standby.
And, we'll
That's
give you
it.
this
And
one
I've
more
got
time.
SD harm override on harm
Fox
display.
5.
Fox 5? Well, that should get Reddit flaming auntie, laughing my ass off.
Arm. They seem to I have that on. Turn on
You required me to laugh?
label and bit.
Ha, 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 ha. Is there anything else?
No. You can go to sleep as well. So there you go. There's
All right, I have no idea where you are.
that's for Reddit apparently. Because we're calling the harms Fox 5 because there is no Fox 5. There is a Fox 4, but that's another story.
There's Atomic.
Nobody uses Fox 4 anymore, but
There's Pograph.
guys decide to call harms Fox 5.
There's
So I can't wait to see this this video back
Odin.
and see if anybody actually did shout Fox 5. That would be quite something.
There's lag.
Anyway, I'm off, guys. Cheers. Good night. Me and Dave the dog. Dave's looking quite cheerful. Probably wants to go for a walk before I go to bed, but he's had it. I'm not going out there. It's rather
I'll never
cold
turn
and
my
wet
flaps
outside there
normal,
tonight.
That's why it's weird. Right, okay.
Catch you the next day. Next day. Even my mouse stopped working. My brain's in rewind. My mouth's in fast forward. It's terrible. I'm off. Good night, guys. Cheers. Bye.